4 years.
One other thing, a little bit of a change when it comes to some of the rules for the IHSA. One of them is the games you can play in a week. And sitting with Pittsfield Hockey head coach Paul Petty. Coach, getting ready to kick off another season. A big game this coming Friday against Riverton, a team you were able to beat last year. How have things been going in these first couple weeks of practice? Coach Paul Petty. Coach, getting ready to kick off another season. A big game this coming Friday against Riverton, a team you were able to beat last year. How have things been going in these first couple weeks of practice?
Well, I would back us up probably to June and tell you we had a really long and I believe successful summer with a great group of kids who committed to the weight room, committed to our practice schedule in the summertime during our 25 contact days. I felt that individually we had a lot of individual skill development that we saw serious improvements on. We're pretty happy about, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. As we transitioned into the two-a-days in August, we focused more on the offensive side of the ball. So I think we're starting to get balanced out. We're still, it's our first game, so we're looking to go out there and compete like we do every game, like we want to every game. And this year, I think the difference is Riverton's
visiting with It's time for another presentation. It's time for another presentation of high school sports on Central Illinois Sports. Proud to be bringing the game to you. And the sponsors helping us bring the game to you this evening are Lanham Chiropractic, the Pike County Express newspaper, John Petty & Sons Custom Builders, Niebuhr Funeral Home, Pike County Real Estate, Best Systems Insulators, Mid-USA Landscaping, City of Pittsfield, Trash Queen, Illini Community Hospital, Great Rivers Bank, Bowlers Universe, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Johnny's Pizza, and Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards. And good evening to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports, live tonight from Riverton, Illinois, as we kick off the IHSA high school football season here in 2019. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. John Hull is alongside. Glad you're with us on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports, bringing you this contest and all the Saki contests this 2019 football season live on YouTube. Paul Petty and the Pittsfield Sockies, coming off of a 1-8 season, are meeting up with the Riverton Hawks, the team that they were able to beat last year in week 1 for their lone win of the season. Riverton has a new head coach this year, and their head coach, Mr. Jason Nixon. And Jason's going to be trying to get some things turned around for this Riverton Hawk program. For both of these programs, it's been a while since winning has been something that has been done consistently. And so they're both looking to get their feet under them and a steady footing to start the season here tonight. We'll talk more about the matchup, preview what's going on around the area and around the state of Illinois. We'll also have an interview with Saki head coach Paul Petty. That's all coming up on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports.
Extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house. Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season. Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with all of your banking needs. They have locations in Barry, Liberty, and Pittsfield. Great Rivers Bank. Find out more about their services by visiting greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Pittsfield Sockies and the Riverton Hawks matching up here. John, the Sockies' lone win of the season came against this Hawk squad, and Paul Petty talked about in the interview we did with him earlier this week, a new head coach for this Riverton team, and it looks like you'll see a new look. And, you know, I think Paul said the biggest thing he was expecting is some excitement for this Riverton program with a new head coach, and
he's have gained a few numbers too. You know, football right now is really all about numbers because you got to get as many reps as you can during the week, and good reps require good people, and you got to have at least a couple of good people. So you got your starters going against somebody who can really push them.
Both teams are still going to start quite a few youngsters out there, though. And when we take a look at the starting lineups a little bit later on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, we will be able to tell you about that. And you'll notice very quickly that there are quite a few young people starting here on the varsity field, which isn't always ideal, John, to play sophomores in a varsity game. But sometimes those kids are ready, and sometimes you take your lumps a little bit that sophomore year, you come back, you're a little better that junior and senior year, and that's kind of how some programs have gotten turned around. I think the Saki program, the last time they went through a stretch kind of like this in the late 90s and early 2000s, a group you were very familiar with, the class of 2004, did just that. Was started a lot as sophomores in the varsity arena, and then by the time they made their trip to their senior year, a trip to the playoffs for the first time in a long time at that point for the Sakis.
Yeah, Charlie, that's definitely that was my senior year that you were talking about there. But another example of that we saw in this conference very recently was North Mac, who went from an 0-9 season, I believe, to a 9-0 conference championship season. So
it's definitely a very tough conference here in the Sangamo. So it's tough if you're two teams like this are trying to rebuild and get something restarted or started, and definitely not a place you rebuild the Sangamo Conference, as you have a tough game each and every week. We'll pause for a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as the Sakis and the Riverton Hawks both out on the field warming up in preparation of Week 1 of the 2019 high school football season.
Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to baths and bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Riverton Hawks finished the last season 0-9. In fact, it's been a while for the Hawks since they had a winning season. That was all the way back in the 2009-2010 season when they went 6-4, meaning they were 6-3 in the regular season and then lost in the first round of the playoffs. But something we see with Riverton, John, in a number of sports is they always put athletes on the field, and it appears from what we see as they're warming up and from what we've learned about their starting lineup, they're going to try to spread things out and get those athletes out in space.
Yeah, Charlie, looks like they're going to run the true spread, which kind of fits with the conference. It's kind of what everybody else does for the most part. That is one thing about it, is if you could figure out a defense that they did well against the spread, you wouldn't have to change a lot because pretty much everybody runs it, but everybody runs kind of their own little piece. But yeah, definitely going to try to get everybody out in space and see what you can do. Kind of good luck covering us. We're going to run 4 wide.
For the Sakis, it's been equally as long since they had a winning season and a playoff qualifier. That was the 2009 football season when they were 8-2 on the year under then head coach Don Bigley. Since then, the Sakis have went 2-7, 3-6, 3-6, 3-6, 2-7, 1-8, 2-7, 0-9, and then last year's 1-8 campaign. And so both of these teams looking to kick it off with a win, and they're both going to start some youngsters, John. In fact, on both sides, you'll see a sophomore under center or in the shotgun, as it may be for these squads at different times throughout the night tonight. And that's a lot of pressure to put on a young football player to say, hey, we're trusting you to lead the offense, and you probably can't even drive yet.
That's true, Charlie. But the important thing that you talked about with having a lot of young guys playing is you got to keep those kids excited about football still and keep them out. Understand that sometimes you take your lumps early, take your lumps for a year, but then when you've got another year of varsity experience, then a lot of teams, especially early in the season, your junior and senior years, you might be able to come out and really surprise some people. But you got to keep those guys excited about football during that time where you're taking your lumps.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Great Rivers Bank, our pregame sponsor. Apply for an auto, residential, commercial, or agricultural loan. It's never been easier. Check out the online loan application from Great Rivers Bank. Apply today at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We talk about this conference, John, and when you talk about the tops of this conference, you're thinking about Maroa Forsyth. You're thinking about Williamsville, Athens, Auburn. You're talking about programs that not only are they looking to make the playoffs each and every year, they're looking to make deep runs. And when you start talking about Williamsville and Maroa Forsyth specifically, you're talking about teams that are looking to compete for a state title year in and year out.
Yeah, Maroa, a team that what seems like at least a couple of the last several years have had a guy that Division I programs are looking at, which is basically unheard of in the 1A, 2A football. But Maroa Forsyth, not the typical 1A, 2A football program. And Williamsville very similarly also, although they're generally a 3A program. But definitely teams with great tradition and who will really make you work hard, and they like to beat you fast and get it over with.
You know something, John, that we talked about, these two programs have gained some numbers here over the last year or so. There's a lot of schools throughout the state have been constantly losing numbers for football, whether it be due to low enrollment, the fear of injuries, concussions, that sort of thing in football. And we've seen the move to 8-man football really kind of starting to take shape. And this week alone, there are, 6 8-man football games going on just between teams in the state of Illinois, with the closest one being Pawnee and Bunker Hill as they go head-to-head in 8-man football action. And I think you're going to see that kind of more and more as time goes on. Again, enrollments continue to shrink, and there's just a fear of the fact that football can be a dangerous sport.
Well, 8-man football is interesting, too, because you kind of take the lines out of that a little bit more, so you take some of that hitting out of football. But in my opinion, the majority of the real injuries in football happen when you got two guys running all out and slamming into one another, and 8-man football doesn't cure that.
In the Sangamo Conference this week, Maroa Forsyth is at North Mac. New Berlin is at Auburn. Of course, Pittsfield's here at Riverton. Petersburg Porta plays host to Pleasant Plains, and Williamsville is at Athens this week. And what is a tremendous Week 1 matchup in the Sangamo Conference. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you're alongside. We are about 16 minutes away from the coin flip and the kickoff of this 2019 football season. A break here as you listen to high school football on Central Illinois Sports.
Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in West Central Illinois and Northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate. For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. We do invite you and encourage you, as always, to subscribe to the YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. You can see lots of original local content originated for you each and every week on Central Illinois Sports. And we're glad to be able to bring you the contest here tonight between the Pittsfield Sockies and the Riverton Hawks as we kick off this 2019 high school football season. Lots of things going on throughout the area this week. Of course, the Pittsfield Fall Festival is well underway, and we say congratulations to Chloe Lemons, who was named the queen of the Pittsfield Fall Festival. And congratulations to all the contestants who participated in that last night. John, one of the things you don't see a lot at Sangamo Conference contests are big crowds, but a pretty nice crowd really starting to filter in here at Riverton.
Yeah, Charlie, that was the most interesting thing that I noticed the first couple of years we were in the Sangamo, was we really did not see crowds. Even Pittsfield played that first year against, trying to think of who it even was, one of the upper echelon. It was Williamsville, I think, in their homecoming game. And even at a homecoming game where they had fireworks that challenged a lot of small town 4th of July celebrations, they did not have a huge crowd. And that's too bad, because this is a good brand of football.
We do remind you, Jack has the broadcast for you. You can go to CentralIllinoisSports.com and find the link to that broadcast as Camp Point Central is playing host to Greenfield Northwestern this evening. And you can hear that right now as Brad Dixon's crew looking to make another run toward the state title contest as they were runners-up last year. Other contest in the Western Illinois Valley Conference. It's crossover weeks the first 2 weeks of the season. Beardstown is on the road at Calhoun. Of course, Camp Point Central plays host to Greenfield Northwestern. Triopia is at North Green in what should be an interesting matchup. West Central on the road at Illinois College against Jacksonville Round Catholic High School. Carrollton is at Minden Unity. And then in the final contest, it's Pleasant Hill as they travel to Mount Sturm to take on the Brown County Hornets, who have a lot of excitement behind them as they come into this 2019 football season. We're about 12 minutes away now from the kickoff of this contest as the Sockies are finishing some of their warm-ups. The Hawks have returned to their locker room for just a few last-minute instructions from their head coach. And first-year head coach, Mr. Jason Nixon, is looking to get the Hawks back to the playoffs for the first time since 2009 and going to try to do it with some youngsters taking the field. We'll talk about those starting lineups for both teams as we pause for a timeout here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back.
Mid-USA Landscaping, serving all of Pike County for residential and commercial lawn care. Mid-USA Landscaping can beautify your lawn and property with proper treatment, spraying, seeding, and of course landscaping designs perfect for your home or business. Mid-USA donates to the local area Little League fields and sports fields at your schools, and they are the perfect fit for you. Call them today at 217-577-4900. That's 577-4900. Mid-USA Landscaping for you.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300. Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Berry, Liberty, and in Pittsfield. They're here to serve all of your banking needs. Find out more about their services by visiting greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. First of all, for the Pittsfield Sockies, Paul Petty is their head coach in his second season at the helm for the Sockies. And up front, you'll see the likes of their center and Julius Jackson. He's a 6'1", 245-pound junior. Playing the guard spots tonight will be Cameron Walker, the 5'6", 235-pound junior. And at the other guard is Skylar Smith, the 5'11", 195-pound junior. At a tackle, Nathan Gunder, the 6'2", 255-pound sophomore. And Corbin Fentress, the 6', 270-pound senior. At the tight end spot to start tonight, Gage Gratton, the 6'1", 205-pound junior. At wideout, Brock Ladner, 5'11", 165 pounds, and a senior is Brock this year. At the wingback is Logan Howland. He's a 5'10", 175-pound junior. At running back, you'll see Jacob Freeman, the 5'9", 170-pound senior. And at fullback, Wade Howland, a 6', 220-pound senior. The quarterback is Bobby Stout, the 6'3", 185-pound sophomore for the Sockies. The Riverton High School Marching Band is taking the field, and we expect the national anthem here in just a moment. We'll tell you about their men up front on the offensive side. At left tackle is Xander Mushan, the 6'2", 275-pound junior. Left guard is Tyson Holdman, 6'1", 200 pounds, and a sophomore. Charles Duckett starts at the center spot, the 5'8", 180-pound junior. At the right guard is a junior, Hunter Woodbury, a 5'10", 224-pounder. And at the right tackle will be Austin Clark, a 5'10", 205-pound senior. 4 wideouts for this squad, all 4 sophomores, and we'll tell you about those young men and the rest of the starting lineup for Riverton right after this break as they have the national anthem at Riverton High School.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build. At Illini Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esfaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities. For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Western Illinois FCA offers many opportunities to show Jesus Christ to the coaches, teachers, and athletes in our area. This is Jack Hull, along with Todd Sweatman, our director, and Julie Ross from the Quincy area. I am an area ambassador for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we would like to show you how you can start a small group huddle at your school on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Just give us a call at 217-473-5151 or 217-370-2008, or go to Western ILFCA for more information. That's westernilfca.org for more information. Our next home team banquet will be on September 22nd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday at Hamilton's Catering in Jacksonville. Go to westernilfca.org for more information. Isaac Bruce from the Rams will be our speaker. Join us for FCA of Western Illinois.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Let's finish taking a look at the starting lineup for this Riverton Hawk squad and first-year head coach Jason Nixon. We talked about the men up front. At the wideout spots, 4 sophomores, a 5'8", 145-pounder and Trevor Salmon, a 5'10", 143-pound sophomore, Tyler Pettit, Cole Mellenbeck, a 5'7", 135-pounder, and then Devin Rubling, 5'9", 148 pounds, and a sophomore. Running back, Tyler Williams. He's a 6'2", 215-pound junior. And at quarterback, Zach Hines, 6', 155 pounds, and a sophomore for this squad from Riverton. The Sockies will be in the visiting white uniforms, red numbers, and a black trim. The Hawks band is out on the field trying to get the fans enthused for this one. The Hawks on the football side will be wearing the blue uniforms with the white numbers and outlined in the orange here at Riverton. A nice facility. Field looks to be in great shape here tonight. Nice little bit of a cool feeling in the air, John. Kind of feels like football season, does it not?
Interesting, because we've had some weeks or some years, Charlie, where it was so hot this week that you had to give everybody extra water breaks and all kinds of things, but definitely not going to be needed tonight. Yeah, Charlie, I was going to talk about the one unique thing with this field in the trees.
There are trees in the end zone, and John will pan the camera over to show you what we're talking about here in just a moment. And one of the trees sports a pad because it's close enough to the back of the end zone that it could come into play at some point. As you can see on your screen now, the padded tree in the Riverton end zone. And, really it's about the only place I've ever seen a tree in the end zone that has to have its own pad just in case you would run in to the
tree.
Oak in the end zone. Looks like an oak. Could be a maple.
I think it's an oak.
Could be a maple. Looks like a tree. What we do know, John, is we are 3.5 minutes away from the kickoff of this contest. They have yet to conduct the coin toss in this ball game, and they'll do that here in just a moment after the Riverton Hawks take the field. Great Rivers Bank is our pregame show sponsor. Apply for an auto, residential, commercial, or agricultural loan. It's never been easier than using the online loan application from Great Rivers Bank. Apply today at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Sockies look to keep the ball on the ground, I would say, a little bit more this year, John, and not put it in the air quite as much as they did with Palmer last season at quarterback. Stout, the sophomore. The Sockies are going to test him, and Bobby Stout is a very athletic young man who really has the ability to learn on the fly no matter what he's playing.
Yeah, he definitely is very athletic, Charlie. And, he'll make mistakes, I'm sure, but he'll also make some plays that really make up for that. And it'll be good to see him out there and showing off that athleticism.
Of course, there's been a lot of press talked about the Sockies and the fact that Noah Petty won't be playing his senior season due to that heart condition that he suffered during the summertime. But Noah's right there out on the field, and he's really acting now, John, as more of a coach than a player. And we're sad that Noah can't play, but we're definitely happy that his health is improving and happy that he's able to still play a part in this team in his senior season.
Yeah, Coach Petty was talking about he's really given a lot of instruction to his teammates, and it sounds like they've really been taking that to heart for the most part, and that's good to see. Noah had gone to a tremendous number of camps this summer, Charlie, so he has had a lot of coaching on how to be a great lineman.
Yes, he has, and he can really pass some of that instruction along to his teammates, and that'll be a couple keys, John, for the Sockies this season they need to improve on. The offensive line play, and then, of course, defensively. They gave up over 40 points a game last season, and that's just not something you can do. And as Paul Petty talked about in our interview earlier in the week that we invite you, if you didn't get a chance to see that, to check it out on YouTube here on Central Illinois Sports. We'll have content just like that each and every week from around the area, and we certainly hope you take part in that. Give us a share if you can, a like and a subscribe on that Facebook page and the YouTube page, respectively. But something for the Sockies, John, Paul Petty even talked about, hey, what if we could get that number closer to 20 points a game? Think of how much more competitively we could be. And for this Pittsfield team, you never come into a season saying, hey, our number one goal is not, number one goal is always trying to win the game, obviously. But at some point in time, realistically, you have to first compete before you can win. And that's where this Pittsfield program is. You have to learn, as Paul Petty said, have to learn how to compete again.
Yeah, most definitely. You got to have a kind of one of those you got to walk before you can run kind of moments. You got to figure out how to be competitive first and win a couple games, maybe win a game that you shouldn't, and then from there, who knows.
Central Illinois Sports live on YouTube. Tell your friends they can watch each and every game for the Sockies this season. If you're looking for the Camp Point Central and the Greenfield Northwestern game, check out centralillinoisports.com. Go to the schedule page, and you'll be able to click right on the link to get to that contest as well. The Socky faithful are few in numbers, but mighty in spirit here tonight to watch their Pittsfield Sockies, who will be at home next week in a contest at Glen C. Smith Field at 7 o'clock next Friday night.
Don't forget about the JV game on Monday also.
That's right, and I guess they're playing that on Monday with it being Labor Day. I would assume that is the case.
Yeah, well, I was on Riverton's schedule earlier, and that was what it was listed on their schedule, so I'm assuming so. JV this year going to be 12-minute quarters as most of the teams in the Sangamo have eliminated their freshman teams.
Yep, there are 5 teams who are not playing freshman football out of the 10, so that's right about half of the 10. And they will be playing the JV games with longer quarters. It'll be junior varsity in the first half, so juniors and below can play. In the third quarter, it'll be freshmen and sophomores, and in the fourth quarter, it will be only freshmen. That'll be their only time to play exclusively freshmen against freshmen. And, I like that format. You hate to miss out on those extra game reps for a freshman as they're starting to really learn the game of football. But I like this modified version that allows them to still have a chance to compete against some of the players their own age. The Sockies have won the opening coin flip. They deferred to the second half, and Riverton has chosen to take the ball. And so we will be underway here in just a moment. Let's pause for our final break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We're back with the kickoff after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Thanks to Great Rivers Bank for sponsoring the pregame show. Just about ready to see the ball go in the air for the first time this season. And the Sockies will be ready to kick off here. On the return side for this squad, Jason Nixon's team, the Riverton Hawks. We should see back deep Cole Mellenbeck and Trevor Salmon is who we've been told to be the kickoff returners on this team. And it looks like we do see Mellenbeck and Salmon back deep. Also along with them are Jake Gresh. And the other up back there looks to be Terrence McIntosh, who's a 5'6", 154-pound freshman, as is Gresh is a freshman, 150-pounder out there. The Sockies will tee the ball up and be ready to kick this one away. They're left to right to start tonight in the white and red for the Pittsfield Sockies. It appears that Gage Grattan will be doing the kicking duties on the kickoff side. Of course, J.J. Petty is the extra point and field goal kicker for the Sockies this season, a weapon that they'll hope to employ at different times this year. Grattan has his hand in the air. He's got the whistle, and we are underway with a low line drive kick going to be taken by, finally, the second man back there. That's Mellenbeck. He's looking for some running room. He is going to be drugged down and taken down right at the 25-yard line, tackled by the Sockies there. It appeared Cade Corgett was in on the stop for the Sockies, and that's where Riverton will take over first and 10 at their own 25. Nice tackle by Corgett. 11:51 to play here in the first period, and Riverton starts first and 10 at their own 25. They're in the shotgun. Trips to the right. A single receiver to the left-hand side is Tyler Pettit. The quarterback, Hines, is in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, going to throw to the motion man of the running back, Williams. Williams is going to have the ball in and out of his hands, and they're going to call that a live ball. Still loose on the field. The Sockies have it, scoop it up, and they will recover the football. So a fumble, a catch, and then a fumble as Williams had the catch, fumbled it away, and the Sockies recover. They'll take over first and 10 at the Riverton 15. And what a start to the contest, John, for the Sockies.
So, Charlie, he got no yardage there, right?
No yardage. He was popped right after the catch. No, are they going to say that they are going to call that a incomplete pass? I thought the same thing, but did they not act like they let that play go on for a long time?
The play went on for a long time, for sure.
All right, so an incomplete pass. That's the right call. 2 receivers to either side as the quarterback, Hines, is in the shotgun. The sophomore stands 5 yards deep. He is a left-hander. He is taken down to the backfield, ridden down there by the Sockies.
Wade
Howland in on the stop. That's a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up a third down and 13. So 3rd and 13 for the Hawks. We thought for a moment there had been a fumble recovery, but instead it's 3rd and 13 for Riverton. Sockies trying to hold the Hawks down here. 11-11 and counting in the first period. No score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Hines is back to pass. Has pressure. Out of the pocket. He rolls. Has a man open in the flats, and that is caught by Devin Rubling. Rubling rumbling down the sideline. He is very close to the first down. They're going to say that he is out of bounds. It appears just about a yard shy of the first down marker. So this will bring up a 4th down and 1, John, as the gain is 12 on the play to Rubling. So Rubling went out of bounds, 4th and a yard to go. Ball is at the Hawks' 34-yard line. I thought he had plenty of yardage there. But they'll say he did not. So 4th and 1, the Hawks go for it from their own 35. They will fake the hand up. Hines is going to keep it himself. It looks like he has forward momentum. It'll be very close here.
All dependent on the spot.
All depends on the spot. The referee from this side is right on the line, and they will say first down. All right, so it didn't bring out the chains. They say he had gained the yard that he needed. A 1-yard gain by Hines and a 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Now from their 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Riverton. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hines is in the shotgun with Williams standing this time to his left. He will fake the handoff, going to keep it on the quarterback play here. Up the middle and a big gain on the play of 8. All the way out to the 44-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2 for the Riverton Hawks. 10:27 and counting in this first quarter as the Hawks looking to go with an up-tempo style of offense. And the Sockies had them 3rd and deep, but give up a big play, and then the Hawks were able to convert on the 4th down play. Here they have 2nd and 2 from their own 44. Hines barks out the signals. He's back to pass, looking left for the bubble screen. Has his man. That's Tyler Salmon, and Salmon swims his way all the way down to the Socky 45-yard line. A gain on the play of 11 yards to Salmon, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for Riverton. Now in Socky territory at the 45. 10 minutes and counting in this first quarter. Hawks are in flight and on the move here. Hines takes the snap, fakes to the running back, keeps it himself. Nice stiff arm, and he's down the sideline. 20, 15, cuts back inside, right down at the 15-yard line. Or are they going to call him out of bounds? They are going to call him out of bounds, it appears, at the 25. He stepped out at the 25, so a gain of 20 on the run by Hines, John. The crafty sophomore with a nice run on the quarterback keeper that time. And it will bring up a 1st and 10 at the Socky 25. And what do we have here? We have a whistle and a timeout by the Sockies. We'll pause as well. 9:35 to play in the first period. No score, but Riverton's on the move. Back after this.
City of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the City of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The City of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
9:32 to play in the first period. The Sockies have called their first time out of the contest as they're on their heels. Riverton is rolling here. After picking up a big 3rd and 13, John, they've just been picking up big chunks of yardage since that point. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Socky 25. Hey, Bowlers Universe, they'll be starting their leagues on Monday, September 2nd. Contact John Stenbeck to sign up today, 285-6913. Bowlers Universe, open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to midnight. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to midnight with Saturday brunch starting at 10 a.m. Hines, the quarterback for Riverton, is in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to either side. It's the quarterback play right up the middle. Designed run, breaks the tackle, stays low. Gains inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 12 yards on the play by Hines, and he's the money man right now for the Hawks. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Socky 12-yard line.
You got a kid who is athletic and you want him to move the ball, have him be the quarterback. He can just run it that way, right?
6 foot, 155 pounds. And we talked about this Riverton team. They're spreading things out, and the Socky defense has not been able to hold them out so far. Now they'll get a nice play as they hand it off to Williams up the middle.
No, that was to 14, Charlie. That was to Harrison.
Jordan Harrison on his first carry of the day. No gain, maybe even a loss of a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 11 from the 13. Nice play by the Socky interior line. Hines in the shotgun. He's ready to roll. Back to pass, rolling out to his right. Steps up, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. That's Howland and on the sack for the Sockies. And Wade Howland with a big loss here all the way back to the 26-yard line. That is a loss of 13 on the play, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 24 yards to go. And now we have a player down and injured on the field, John, and I did not see what happened. It was on this side, kind of away from everything.
It's a lineman down.
It is.
I was going to say he was downfield, but actually that's about the original line of scrimmage for that play.
That appears to be Xander Mouchon, the 6'2", 275-pound junior. And he's down, and they are taking a look at a knee, it appears. A big play there by Howland. with his second big sack of the night, this one for a loss of 13 yards.
Yeah, Charlie, Zach Hines had been the money man there. He's got 25 yards on 6 carries, but definitely a big loss there, as he just probably should have gotten rid of it and could have been right back where he was.
Definitely 4-down territory, and Riverton has shown already tonight they have the ability to pick up yardage in a hurry. And when we get back to live action after they assess the player injury here, we'll see what the Hawks will try to do on this 3rd and long. While we have a break in the action, we remind you about the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. It's the Pike County Express. They do have the young man up on his feet. That is Xander Mouchon, 6'2", 275-pound junior. He's on his feet and walking gingerly toward the sideline, John, and you never like to see an injury at any time of the season, but goodness, the first game and the first drive is about as heartbreaking as it can be for a young man like that. You put in all that work throughout the offseason into practice, and not the way he saw things starting here, but hopefully he's able to get looked at there, and maybe we'll see him later on in this contest. As it is, we're back to live action with 3rd and 26 yards to go for Riverton. Hines in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking to his left. Throwing to his left. Lofted high. He's got a man behind the defense, and it is caught inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. And that appears to be Rubling again, as he got behind his defender that time, and Ian Damon, who had turned his back. And it's all the way down to the 2, John. A gain of 24 on the pass to Rubling, and it's 1st and goal from the Saki 2. All the way down to the 2-yard line here for the Riverton Hawks. 8:25. Check that, 8:26 to play in the first. Clock stopped as the man went out of bounds. Hines is in the shotgun, going to keep it himself up the gut, trying to stretch across the goal line. He is going to be marked down at the 1. Gain of a yard. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 1 for Riverton. 2nd and goal, I should say, at the Saki 1.
5th first down there on that last big catch play on the evening.
Rubling was the 5'9", 148-pound sophomore. Pretty good coverage, but then Damon just turned his back at the last moment. Hines looking right, throws. It is incomplete. Penalty flag on the play, and a couple of them now. They were throwing out toward the side where Nolan Paxton is the defender, and they're going to call this offensive pass interference, as I do believe they'll say they were running a pick play, as the receiver on the inside picked the defender. And let's see what the referee tells us here. The white hat comes and lets us know that it is a pass interference against the Hawks. And it will bring up a 2nd down and goal to go as they march the ball back here. As the official should be back all the way to around the 16-yard line. And it is. So 2nd and goal at the 16. First penalty of the season for either team. Just under 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen for your residential, commercial, or business trash pickup needs. It's Trash Queen. Check them out on Facebook. Hines is in the shotgun. Standing to his left is the big running back, Tyler Williams, 6'2", 215 pounds. They will fake the handoff. Hines keeps it himself, stretches up the middle, dove out with the ball out, and down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play by Hines. It'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 11.
Got to be careful with that, as that kind of play is one where you can get a defender punch that ball out because it's not well protected.
The Sakis have done a good job at times of slowing this Riverton team down. 2 plays here to try to keep them out of the end zone on the opening drive. Hines in the shotgun. He'll hand it off on the left-hand side. That is to Williams. Williams runs over defenders like they were cones and into the end zone. He runs right through men that time and uses all of his 6'2", 215-pound frame to pay dirt for this Riverton Hawks squad. 7:20 to play in the first, and that's Williams on the 11-yard run for the touchdown. Started at the 11:51 mark, ends with a touchdown at the 7:20 mark here in this first quarter, and the Hawks now have a man out there for the extra point attempt. And Williams is on the sideline getting everybody fired up as he had a tremendous run there. And look at him, he's a
10
big
yards there, Charlie.
Yeah, 11. Big,
11.
Strong young man there in Williams. Here's the extra point attempt. The kicker appears to be Ben Cooper. Cooper is a right-footed kicker. The hold that's down, it's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick appears to be good, and it is. 7-0. Riverton on top. 7:20 to play in the first on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Back with you after this.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
7:20 to play in the first quarter, John, and young Mr. Tyler Williams was not going to be denied the end zone that time. He ran over, 4, 5, 6 defenders on his way to the touchdown?
Well, it doesn't help the Sakis a lot that Tyler Williams is the size of the majority of their linemen. That makes it harder to bring him down, doesn't it?
It does. He's 6'2", 215 pounds. And we will thank you, Justin Noble. Get that score updated here in just a moment on the Central Illinois Sports Trash Queen scoreboard. And we thank Justin and the folks. Hey, the Moose, got to check them out for tacos right now during the Fall Festival. I had one for lunch today, John.
I forgot all about the Moose having tacos today, Charlie. I intended to go.
If I was going to rank the tacos out of a 10, I'd call them a 10. You don't want just one. The Sakis now are back to receive the kick. It's a little pooch kick over the top of the kicking team. They're going to have to dive on this one, and the man has picked it up and a big hit. He's still on his feet, and a penalty flag flies in. It appeared, who was the returner that time? It appeared to be Logan Howland. Harrison in on the stop, and it'll be a legal block in the back by the Sakis on the return. So this will not be out to about the 44. It'll be marched up instead from the 40-yard line all the way back to the 30. And that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to play in this opening period. Saki offense on the field for the first time. It was a good long drive by the Riverton squad. The sophomore quarterback, Bobby Stout, is under center for the Sakis. Split back to the wing on the right in Howland. Now the man jumps off sides, it appeared, and a penalty flag does fly in. Back carries the ball on the left-hand side. He's still on his feet. Nice push by the offensive line as Wade Howland is the ball carrier, and they'll call an illegal shift against the Sakis. That will negate the run for Pittsfield. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty instead of about a 7-yard gain. And it'll bring up a 1st and 15. Ball will be at their own 25 for Pittsfield. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon, 285-4404. That's 285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank.
Going to say the man must have been drawn offsides, huh?
They're going to say that I think the running back was in motion when they hiked the ball. Stout under center, split backs to the wing to the right. Wide out to the right-hand side. It's a little counter play, and they will not get much here for Pittsfield. It appeared that Howland again was the ball carrier, and he was. He will gain a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. Wade Howland and Logan Howland are both in the backfield for the Sakis, so we'll try to include a first name as we can. 2nd down and 14 yards to go, 6:40 and counting in the first period. Stout under center, hands to the right-hand side. Running back Freeman breaks a tackle, has a nice gain on the play, up across the 30, down to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 70 yards on the play by Freeman, the senior. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and a long 7. Check that 3rd down and a long 7 to go, John, from the 33.
I'd like to see Freeman running the ball there and really initiating the contact. As the year went on last year, I just felt like he got a little timid running the ball, Charlie.
He took some big hits, though.
He did definitely take some big hits. Yes, he did.
Single receiver wide to the right-hand side for Pittsfield. That's Ladner. Stout under center. He's going to go back the pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Hit as he throws the ball up for grabs, and it is picked off. Intercepted on the play, and picking that one off is Tyler Salmon. Salmon with the pickoff at the 42-yard line. Solomon with the pickoff, and in fact, they'll say it's at the 44 as Stout was hit as he threw his first interception. And with 5:55 to play in the first, Riverton is back in action on the offensive side here. 5:55 to play in the first. 1st and 10 from the Saki 44. Good field position for this Riverton squad. Hines, the quarterback, trips to the left, single receiver to the right-hand side. He barks out the signals, going to hand it off to the back along the left-hand side. This is Jordan Harrison, and Harrison is going to take the ball inside the 44 to about the 43, a gain of a yard of the play by Harrison. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 from the 43.
Tackle made by Cade Corgett that time.
Corgett playing the linebacker spot for the Sockies. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hines is back to pass. Looking left, has his man again. This is Salmon. Salmon is ridden out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. That is a gain of 8 on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd and a long one. So Salmon on another catch. 3rd and 1, we'll call it, from the Socky 34. Hines on the shotgun. Hurry up offense here. Long snap count. Now he looks to the sideline. 5:25 and counting in the first period. 7-0 the lead for Riverton, and they've got a 3rd and short here. They hand it off to Harrison. Harrison is hit, but he has the first down. Needed about a yard. Gained 3 on the play down to the 32-yard line, and it'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for Riverton.
Charlie, I've been impressed with Zach Hines so far throwing the ball, as a lot of his throws have just been kind of what the defense is giving them, and, throwing under the defense and not really pushing it too much.
Trash Queen scoreboard, 7-0 the lead for the Hawks of Riverton. They hand it off, though. Hines keeps it this time, and he has stood up and is going to be taken down after a short gain on the play. In on the stop this time for the Sockies is Caden Hittner, the sophomore. Hines takes it to the 31, gain of 2. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 31. They'll fix Hines's chin strap. This is lineman on the left side there. That appears to be Carson Hall. He's a good-sized lad. 6'4", 300 pounds is the senior. Back to pass is Hines. Pressure from his left. Steps up, throws. Ball is over the top of the intended receiver that time in Devin Rubling. Rubling's had some big catches on the night already, and this will bring up a 3rd down from the 31 with 8 yards to go.
Charlie, the defender that time was right with him, and then he stopped, and if that would have been a caught ball, that would have been a touchdown.
That is what happened on the big gain the last time. Now they bring the running back in Tyler Williams back into the game, as he had not been in on those series. 3rd down and 8. 4-down territory, so a couple of opportunities to pick up the yardage here. They'll hand it off to Williams, right-hand side. Look at him go. Just runs through him, steamrolls a man, and is ridden down inside the 5, and now a penalty flag away from the play, as Cade Corgett is going to be called, that appears for an unnecessary roughness. The play is all the way down to the 2. That's a gain of 29 on the run by Williams, and he is a load. And then after that, a personal foul against the Sockies. Corgett hit a man about 40 yards away from the play, and just not a necessary hit there. And he's got to be a little more alert than that, because the referee saw that all the way. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. 1st and goal. And Williams is trucking people. The Sockies are going to have to hit him lower.
Oh, they had him hit in the backfield and just rolled right off of him.
And now we'll see a timeout whistle there. It'll be taken by the Hawks. 4:30 to play in the first. 7-0. Riverton has the advantage over the Sockies. We're back with you after this.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
4:30 to play here in the first quarter. At 7-0. Riverton has the advantage over the Pittsfield Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard, offering affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. It's Trash Queen. Call to learn more, 217-320-4320. 7-0 advantage for the Riverton Hawks. They've got the ball 1st and goal from the Socky 1, trying to put another score on the board here for Riverton. And John, there's a feeling of excitement right now on this Riverton side, as they've started off this season in grand fashion.
With a little confidence.
Hines, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. Williams stands to his right. They will hand it off to the fullback. He's looking for running room. He's got to be close to the goal line, and he's in for the score. Williams carries the defenders across the goal line at the 4:23 mark of this first quarter of play, and it is a 13-0 lead for Riverton. Their second touchdown of the night for the Riverton Hawks, and Williams this time takes it in from 1 yard out for the score. He had the run in the opening drive as well. Riverton then got the ball back on the interception thrown by Stout as he was hit as he threw. Riverton capitalizes with the points after the takeaway, and Cooper will now be on for the extra point try. 13-0 Hawks. Cooper had a really nice kick in his first attempt. He's ready to roll. The holder puts it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-0. Riverton has the advantage over the Sockies. Sockies looking for an answer. We'll see what they can do after this.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
4:23 to play in the first quarter. 14-0 the advantage for this squad from Riverton, John. And the Sockies need an answer here.
Yeah, they need a positive right now, Charlie, as kind of figure it out and answer here, or the game can become ugly pretty quickly.
14-0 the advantage for Riverton over Pittsfield. Sockies will bring the kickoff return team to the field here. They had an opportunity to...
They had a pretty good return on the last one, and then it got negated by...
called back. They had some penalties. That's what I was just going to say. They had an opportunity to make something happen in their first drive, but some penalties did not allow them to really get much traction.
Most definitely, as Howland had a big run to start it off, and then got an illegal procedure penalty, and then just from there, really kind of been some penalties that have negated things.
Cooper is the kicker here for Riverton. 4:23 to play in the first. Cooper the kicker with the kick. It is headed toward the sideline. The Sockies will go back, and the man will catch that ball in the air. That appears to be Levi Kendall on the return. Check. That is Blade Smith on the return. Blade Smith is a 5'7", 180-pound freshman. He took that one out to the 41, and that's where the Sockies will take over 1st and 10. Nice return by the freshman, Blade Smith. 4:09 to play here in the first. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Blade. That sounds like a football name. 4:09 to play here in the first. Blade had a brother in Dalton Smith who was a pretty darn good running back in his own right.
Yes, he did.
Sockies will have a single receiver wide to the right-hand side. That's Ladner.
I'm assuming that's still his brother. I don't think they've gotten rid of him.
No, they still are speaking. Double wing formation now for Pittsfield as Stout is under center. Goes to the hard count here. He will have a man off sides, or is it delay a game? It's delay a game against the Sockies. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And how do you get a delay of game on the first play of the drive? And it shouldn't take very long to get the play called in. That'll move it back to their own 36. How many penalties for Pittsfield on the night, John?
4 for 35 so far.
4:09 to play in the first, and it's 1st and 15. Now from the 36. Ladner wide to the right, double wing formation. The fullback is Gage Gratton, it appears this time. Under center is Stout. Going to hand it around on the left-hand side. This is to Logan Howland. Howland looking to stretch the play out. He is drugged down after a short gain of a yard in the play. 1-yard gain. And after the 37, it will be the ball here. 2nd down and 14.
Howland tried to find a hole in that. He just kept stringing it out. Just finally decided he had to turn it up, get what he could. And that was a yard there.
Tried to bounce it outside. Wasn't much bouncing room that time. Ladner is wide to the right-hand side. 2nd and 14. 3:38 and counting in the first period. 14-0 Riverton. Stout, the quarterback, hands it to the deep back this time in the lead. Right-hand side, that's Freeman. Freeman going to pick his way up close to the original line of scrimmage to the 41-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the play by Freeman. And this will bring up a 4th down and 10. Check that, 3rd and 10, excuse me. third down, 10 yards to go from the Saki 41. 3:10 and counting in this first period. Saki's trying to convert here on a 3rd and 10. The big thing here is if you don't have it, if you're stout and he goes back to pass, you don't have to throw it into traffic. Field position can be the name of the game. Stout under center. They had a lot of men in motion that time. Surprised they weren't penalized. Howland will carry it to the left-hand side. He's up near midfield, close to the 49-yard line, we'll call it. An 8-yard gain. It'll bring up a 4th and 2, and I would expect Pittsfield to go for it. Logan Howland on the run, John.
Yep.
So out to the 48.5, call it the 48-yard line. It is a 4th and 3. They didn't get much of a spot that time. They must have had the left knee down. I could not see that amidst the traffic there. And it's 4th and 3, and Pittsfield will go for it right at midfield. 2:23 and counting in the first. Down 14-0. Let's see if they go at the hard count. Stout puts a man in motion, and his own man moves. His own man, the right tackle and the sophomore Gunder, got an early start, and the Sakis will now bring the punt team on the field. 5-yard penalty on the illegal motion. That'll move it back to the 43, and the Sakis have been pounded by penalties so far tonight, John.
Yeah, 40 yards and penalties does not help you at all.
Not good, as they say. 2:16 to play in the first. 14-0, and the Sakis are ready to punt it away, as I do believe Gratton is the punter for Pittsfield. And the Hawks will send a man back deep on the punt return. That appears to be Cole Mellenbeck. The punter will get his foot in this one. Mellenbeck will retreat, and he will catch the ball at the 21-yard line, looking for some running room. He is slung down out there. Nice open field tackle by Logan Howland down to the 25-yard line. Nice tackle by Howland in the open field.
Yeah, good job that time of covering.
So at their own 25 with a Hawks start here. 1st and 10 with 2:06 to play in the first quarter on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Hines and Company are back in action here for the Riverton squad. 2 receivers wide to either side. Shouts some instructions to his receivers and hands the ball off. No, keeps it on the option play. In on the stop that time for the Sakis appeared to be, John, wearing the 22 tonight is Colton Story. A gain of 2 on the play by Hines. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Hines with 35 yards on 10 carries now.
From the 27 now, 1:45 and counting in the first. They'll spread it 2 wide to either side. Hines in the shotgun, looking left, throwing left. He's got his man completed this time. That's Tyler Pettit, another sophomore, out to the 31-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the play on the pass to Pettit. And 3rd down and 4 yards to go from the 31. Stepped out of bounds, stops the clock at the 1:32 mark of the first quarter. You like the pace of the offense if you're a Riverton fan right now. Things are moving. Hines with Harrison to his left. He'll put Harrison in motion out into the flats, and they will call a penalty here. And what is the call?
I believe that'll be a legal procedure, but I could be wrong.
The referee says a legal procedure, a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty. He'll move it back to the 26-yard line.
Riverton 2 penalties for 20 yards on the night.
So instead of a 3rd and about 3, it's 3rd and 8 now from the 26. 1:31 to play in the first. Double wide formation. Hines with the shoulder shimmy. He's looking downfield, has a man deep, and it is picked off by the Sakis.
That's Freeman, I believe.
That is Freeman, and he's streaking down the sideline on the return. There he goes, inside the 10. Steps out of bounds right around that 10-yard line. Out at about the 13 is Jacob Freeman with the interception. From the 50, took it all the way to the 13. That's a 37-yard interception return, and the Sakis are in business here with a good scoring opportunity. 1:17 to play in the first.
So they get the ball where now, Charlie, on the 13, you said?
All the way down to the 13 on the 37-yard interception by Freeman. He was flying down the sideline, looking for one more block, and he would have had a score. As it is, the Sakis take over 1st and 10. The ball is resting right outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 1:17 to play here in this opening quarter. Stout under center, sends Ladner wide to the left. I formation in the backfield. Hands off to the deep back, that's Freeman. Trying to run up the gut, he'll take it inside the 10 to about the 9. Gain of 2 on the play by Freeman. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 9-yard line.
Freeman caught that ball like it was thrown to him almost there. Ball maybe a little underthrown.
He really played that ball well, though, and picked it up and had a nice return. And, so strange on an interception return, you usually see a penalty because somebody usually blocks illegally or holds or chops.
Well, it's hard to remember that you just became an offensive man.
They'll hand it off to Freeman again. Left side, big hole. Cuts back inside, staying on his feet. Dives for the end zone, and he's in. Jacob Freeman across the goal line with 37 seconds to play in the first. And the Sockies are on the board, making it a 14-6 score. Freeman from 9 yards out. The senior in for the Sockies with 37 seconds to play in this first. And Petty will come on for the extra point attempt. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, the Sockies with their first score of this season. And J.J. Petty, the 5'7", 135-pound sophomore, in for the kick. Cade Corgett is the holder for the Sockies. Petty is ready, as is Corgett. Corgett will receive the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-7. Sockies on the board. 37 seconds to play in the first period. We're back after this.
Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
37 seconds to play in the first quarter. Freeman, John, takes it in from 9 yards out, and that was really the Jacob Freeman show on that little stretch of plays.
Yeah, he got the interception and the big return, and then had the 2 runs that were able to get it in, and he really did a nice job, had good blocks to get in there for the 9-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good by J.J. Petty. Do we want to call him Jonas Petty?
No, J.J.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
J.J. Petty.
We don't want to talk about that other thing, right?
Much younger, lots more handsome version of that part of the Petty family. Nephew to head coach Paul Petty, of course. 14-7 the score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. The kick is on its way. It is high in the air. Going to be taken by the up man deep on the right side, and he falls down. Lost his own footing that time. Did the returner. That appeared to be Trevor Salmon. And Salmon is tackled by the 20-yard line. He tripped ahead to the 22, and that's where the Hawks will take over 1st and 10 with 34 seconds to play in the first. At their own 22, so the last drive was stopped due to the interception. And so both of the sophomore quarterbacks have thrown an interception, John. That's really not that odd.
No, it's not that odd to see interceptions in general in this league with as much spread as everybody runs.
They'll spread it out again with this Hawk squad. Back in the backfield is Tyler Williams, and I don't know that the Sockies have tackled him yet tonight. He stands to the quarterback's right and will take the handoff running left. He has stood up this time by the likes of Wade Howland and driven back, but they still have not taken him to the ground, and he is a load, is Williams. Taken after a short gain of about a yard on the play. This will bring up a 2nd and 9. And
he's got 45 yards on 5 carries. Charlie, 9-yard average is a pretty nice running average for a back.
Ball is resting at the 23-yard line. 7 seconds and counting. Hines wants to get this play off before the quarter ends. Long snap count. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he was just trying to draw him off sides, and Riverton says, we'll go into the second quarter with the lead. And the Hawks do have that advantage. 14-7 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. We're back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. A 14-7 advantage for the Riverton Hawks over the Pittsfield Sockies as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Steve Smith Painting. Call Steve Smith Painting for all of your painting needs, from one room to the whole house, from a fence to a barn or grain bin. Steve Smith Painting can do it all with quality work and affordable pricing. Call Steve Smith Painting, 217-248-0993. That's 217-248-0993. Both quarterbacks with an interception in the first quarter of play, and both teams converted on their next offensive series for a touchdown. So points off of takeaways for both teams stand at 7-7. Riverton will have the ball 2nd and 9. Ball is resting at their own 23-yard line, John.
That's a long 9, Charlie. Almost in.
There's such a thing in this game as a long 9 and a short 9, and people say, well, what's the difference? A couple feet.
Yeah. Basically, if you gain a foot, we're got to give you a yard because we can't give you a quarter of a yard.
You take an inch, they'll take a mile, John. Give an inch, they'll take a mile.
I've heard that. That's usually about teenagers, isn't it?
Well, we're back to live action. 2 receivers wide to either side. Standing to the left of the quarterback, Hines, is Tyler Williams. I'd keep giving it to him. What are you going to do with him, really?
He's got 45 yards on 5 carries, 9-yard average.
Now they're going to give it to Hines. Ooh, he tripped over his own feet out on the flats. And I was wondering if they may try that, John, because you think about, hey, let's get Williams out in space now where he's one-on-one against a defensive back. Good luck.
Probably a linebacker, but even then, yeah, good luck. But he tripped over the line there a little bit, maybe.
That's the second time we've seen that, and the grass is definitely very plush out there.
Very thick.
It might need to get the longer spikes, it appears. Hines is in the shotgun, trips left, single receiver to the right. He'll now move the back from his left to his right in Williams. Hines is back to pass, looking left, steps into the throw, heaves it downfield. He's got a man, and just overthrown is the intended receiver, Trevor Salmon, the 145-pound sophomore. Had he caught that, John, it was another 6 for the Hawks.
Yeah, most certainly would have been, Charlie, and I would tell you, Salmon saw the ball coming and slowed up, and if he would have kept running, he's probably going to get hit in stride there.
So Hines will be the punter, and anytime the quarterback is the punter, you also always have to be leery of the fake. Freeman is back deep to receive the punt, standing at his own 40-yard line, where his heels rest. 11:50 to play in the second quarter. 14-7 Hawks. Hines will put his foot into this one. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by Logan Howland inside the 50. He'll cut it back up 45-40, 35-30. Running down the right sideline, streaking down the field, and is taken down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line as Logan Howland takes the ball down for a return of 28 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Sockies at the 11:36 mark of this second quarter of play. Howland with a big return. Sockies another short field in front of them. Can they get on the board once again as they'll call it right at the 15, John.
Thank you, sir.
You're
That's
welcome.
what I was looking for.
I knew what you were looking for.
Hard to tell because they're not putting it on the board tonight.
I formation. They'll hand it off to the deep back Freeman. Looking to running room on the right-hand side. Has some room down there. He is going to be ridden down close to the second stick. That's a gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2. Ball is resting at the 7-yard line.
Freeman 30 yards on 5 carries, 6-yard average. Nice running for him so far.
8-yard run, 11:30 to play here in the second quarter. 14-7 Riverton on the Trash Queen scoreboard, but the Sockies knocking on the door here. Ladner is wide right. I formation, single wing to the right in Howland. They'll hand it off again to Freeman. Running right, they'll keep it there. He's in for the score. Freeman in for the second time tonight. 11:20 to play in the second quarter, and the Sockies with an opportunity now to tie it up as Petty is on for the extra point attempt.
How many yards out was he there?
2 yards, John.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make certain. Sockies have 2 first downs on the night. They're both touchdowns.
Check, John. That was a 8 yards. 8 yards.
Okay.
8-yard run by Freeman. Petty is on for the kick. The holder once again is Cade Corgett. 11:20 to play here in the second. 14-13 as it is. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is high and right, and it is good. 14 all. 11:20 to play in the second quarter. A ball game, a brand new one, in fact, coming your way on Central Illinois Sports.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
11:20 to play in the first half. 14-all. John, the Sockies with 14 unanswered points.
Yeah, the Sockies have had a couple of really nice field positions as they've started with the ball on the 13 and the 15 of Riverton, and that has allowed them to get in the end zone. And Jacob Freeman really done a nice job so far running the ball. He's got both touchdowns and was a big reason for flipping the field one of those times on a big interception return.
Sockies will look to kick off now, and back deep for Riverton appears to be Mellenbeck and Salmon. Kicking off for the Sockies. Who we got there, John? Is that Skylar Smith?
I believe it's Gage Gratton.
Gage
Charlie.
Gratton, excuse me. That 2 looked like a 7 for a second. Gratton will put his foot into this one. A high end-over-end kick, not extremely deep. Taken by the up back at around the 15-yard line. This is Mellenbeck. Mellenbeck cuts back, and he cuts out of bounds. And there's a penalty flag that now flies in late in this one, and let's see what that is. Anytime you're along that sideline, it could be a sideline warning.
That's what I would guess.
They usually warn you one time, and after that, penalize you. It is a personal foul against the Sockies, and it could have possibly been a face mask, John. I'm not sure. So far away, hard to tell. Either way, the ball will not be at the 31. Instead, they'll take it all the way out to the 46-yard line, and that's where Riverton will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46. Good field position, and another big penalty by Pittsfield.
55 yards in penalties now against the Sockies on 6 called penalties.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks, all the way down to the 45-yard line. All right, John.
Sounds good.
Tomato, potato. Trips right, single receiver to the left, and Hines is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Williams. Left side, breaks the tackle, still trying to fight his way forward. And they'll say knee was down. Knee was down at the 46. A gain of a yard on the play by Williams.
He still hasn't been tackled.
It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. 10:59 and counting in the second period. Game tied at 14 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
He's been stopped twice, but not tackled.
Never taken to the ground has been Williams. Wonder if he's a wrestler. Trips right, single receiver to the left.
Do they have wrestling at Riverton?
Oh, yeah, now Williams is going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to be still on his feet. Finally, he hits the ground, but it was after the play was over. In on the stop that time, John, was Wade Howen, and he's been everywhere on defense tonight.
He has been reading the ball very well from that linebacker position. He's going to lose about 4.
Yep, down to the 42. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. Oh, check that 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
It was 2nd and 9, wasn't
Correct.
it? Math is
fundamental.
As are fundamentals. 10-13 and counting in the second period. Riverton trying to convert on another 3rd and long. They've had some success in this area tonight. Hines in the shotgun, back to pass. Rolling left is the left-handed sophomore. Looking downfield, throws the short ball and incomplete. Intended receiver that time appeared to be Cole Mellenbeck. And it'll be a 4th down and 13, and you would expect a punt here for Riverton.
Hines has thrown 3 incomplete passes after the interception, Charlie, so maybe rushing the ball just a little bit more than he was early on.
Punt team appears to be coming on the field here for Riverton. 10 minutes exactly left in the second quarter. Hines will stand deep all the way back at his 31-yard line. Freeman will be set to return this one. He has his heels on the 20-yard line. Howland is also back there deep. Hines will put his foot into this one. Ooh, low kick. It will have the Sockies go dive on it.
I don't know why.
It's a live ball, and going after that ball was Gage Gratton. And Gratton's got to realize there that after he touches it, it becomes a live ball. He does not have to dive on that like you do a kickoff. It's a
He
punt.
just needed to let it go.
Let it go, as they said in Frozen. As it is, he dives on it, was able to secure it, and the Sockies will get it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Scary play there, but
Scary is a good way to put it, John. You just have to be able to realize the situation in the game.
we were just talking about fundamentals, Charlie.
Fundamentals are
Fundamental.
9:53 to play second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Sockies from their own 44, but not before we have a timeout whistled. A timeout by the Hawks. 9:53 to play here in the first half. We'll pause for a timeout as you watch high school football live on Central Illinois Sports.
Mid-USA Landscaping, serving all of Pike County for residential and commercial lawn care. Mid-USA Landscaping can beautify your lawn and property with proper treatment, spraying, seeding, and of course landscaping designs perfect for your home or business. Mid-USA donates to the local area Little League fields and sports fields at your schools, and they are the perfect fit for you. Call them today at 217-577-4900. That's 577-4900. Mid-USA Landscaping for you.
9:53 to play in the half. A 14-all score, John. The Sockey's with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
It's a new ball game, Carly, as they say. 14-14 all, 9:53 to go in the second quarter of play. And Jacob Freeman with a couple of touchdowns on an 8- and 9-yard runs. Also a big interception return from him.
Freeman's been the man so far for the Sockey's.
Both of those were with very good field position.
Pretty good field position here. Receiver wide to the right. Stout under center. Takes the snap. Hands it to the deep back. This time on the right-hand side, it's Gage Gratton. Gratton is loose. Down the far side. Runs over a man at the 30. Trips and falls down at the 22-yard line, but not before a big gain by Gage Gratton. 28 on one side, John, and 6 on the other is a 34-yard run by Gratton and a 1st and 10 for the Sockey's. And the young man in Gratton with a big run on his first carry of the night. Down to the Riverton 22, 9:37 and counting in the second quarter. 14-all score here. Sockey's looking for their first lead of the season. Single receiver wide to the right-hand side. Stout takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back Gratton. Looking for running room, breaks a tackle right-hand side. Going to have a nice gain on the play. In fact, he's still on his feet, and by golly, he's going to have a first down. As he just kept those feet churning down the sideline, and Gratton is going to be set out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 12 on the play. Is it outside the 10? It looks like the Sockey's could still pick up a first down, John, so call it an 11-yard gain, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11.
Sticks are up, yeah. Sticks are down.
Ooh, they're going to say that ball, the nose is on the 10. All right. So a 1st and goal from about as far away as it can be. I formation. They'll hand it off again to Gratton. Running right, running toward the end zone, and he is going to be down at the 1.
Give him 9.
9-yard gain by Gratton. He's tearing off some big runs here, John, on his first carries of the season.
He's got 44 yards on 3 carries, all on this set of plays.
6'1", 205-pound junior. He's a load to tackle as well. 2nd and goal from the 1. 8:49 and counting in the second quarter. Pittsfield looking for their first lead of this contest.
Gratton running those plays from the wingback position, I believe. He's been in the fullback position there?
Yeah, running back. Deep back, halfback that time. The fullback in front of him is Howland.
There you go.
He's not had very many carries, if any, that I remember.
He's had one. Well, he had 1 carry there for 1 yard.
He's really helping things open up on the right-hand side like he did there as Gage Gratton takes it in at the 8:25 mark of this first quarter of play. Gratton with the run for the Sockey's, and that's 20 straight for the guys in white tonight, and it's 20-14 Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Pettian will try the extra point attempt. Pittsfield has their first lead of the night and the season as Gratton has taken it in from a yard out here. Pittsfield with the momentum, and Riverton looking to regroup here on the sideline and trying to get some things going back their way. What do you want to bet, John? We're going to see a high-scoring, back-and-forth affair throughout the night tonight. Now they have a man late to come on the field on the kick.
It wasn't Petty, at least.
Nope, it's not the extra point kicker in Petty. Gorgeous the holder. The back judge is counting, so he's got to hustle a little bit here. It's a high snap, gets it down, kick is up, and it's blocked. No good, and so it will be 20-14. That score remains a 6-point lead for the Sockey's on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 20-14, 8:25 to play in the first half. Back after this.
Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
You're back.
8:25 to play in the half, and the Sockies, John, had their first lead, 20-14 on the run by Grattan. And Gage Grattan was the feature back that time.
Grattan with some impressive running that time, as he's got 45 yards on 4 carries now for him, and yeah, all of those on that last set of downs. Sockies have showed that they've got a couple of backs who can really run the ball in Freeman and Grattan.
So they picked up some big yards on the ground. Most of the offense for the squad from Riverton has been in the air, with the exception of Williams, who's been really good on the ground. But the Sockies found a way to slow him down a little bit on that last drive.
Also, Hines with quite a few yards on the ground.
That is very correct. 8:25 to play in the half, 20-14 Pittsfield with the advantage. And now Petty will be the kicker for the Sockies on the kickoff. It was been Grattan the first 2 times, so maybe they'll try something shorter here. Petty will, no, he'll kick it high, not extremely deep, takes a bounce at around the 20. Now the man has to retreat and chase the ball. That's Mellenbeck. He's going to turn and try to make something out of nothing, and he is crunched at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. 8:22 to play here.
Open field tackle by Ethan Palmer, the sophomore.
Nice job by Palmer on his first stop. Bowlers Universe will host a 5th quarter party for all high school students on September 6th after the Pittsfield home game. There'll be discounted bowling and karaoke. Then on September 7th, enjoy the sounds of Seth Wade from 7 to 11 p.m. It's all happening at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Ball on the 20 there, it looks like.
Good call.
Thank you,
8:22 to play in the half. 20-14, the advantage for the Sockies.
It's back and forth between the 19 or the 20.
Just write it down, John. Nobody's going to be looking that closely. 2 receivers are wide to the right. A single man appears to be to the left. They'll have Williams in the backfield along with Hines. Hines will fake the hand up. He'll keep it, and he'll pay for it this time as he's taken down in the backfield by Howland again. Howland on the stop, a loss of 2 on the play. And Wade Howland is a man on a mission right now on the defensive side, John.
Probably should have handed it off that time, as it looked like Williams would have had big yardage.
I'm not going to lie to you, John. If I'm Hines and I have a guy like Williams next to me, I'm handing it off about every time and say, here, take it, big fella.
It's an option play. Okay, the option is that you get the ball and you run it.
Mostly because I'd be afraid to make him upset. He looks like a guy that could do some damage. Trips right, single receiver left, low snap. Hines has to scurry and get the ball. He is slung down by Howland. Howland with his 3rd sack of the night. Down to the 12, call it 13-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play with the low snap. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long here for Riverton. 7:35 left in this first half. And that's really the first time we've seen that happen for the Hawks. Yep, and they're going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here for just a moment. 7:35 to play in the half. And until that point, the snap had been very good by this Riverton center. And that young man is Charles Duckett. He's a 5'8", 180-pound junior, so a guy who's maybe a little bit undersized as far as offensive linemen go in this conference, John, but his snaps have been very good. That one was low, and the quarterback Hines paid the price.
Yeah, definitely that time. And, yeah, Hines, 28 yards now on 12 carries. Last 2 carries for him have been negative yardage. The Riverton coach was a little unhappy with the way that tackle went, as I think he thought it was maybe a little high.
Gary Eagle Eye Mendenhall watching along tonight. He said, John, he could see that it was the 20, and you tried to put it on the 19. And for that, he will never be able to trust you again. 7:35.
Tell him it's all about the zoom angle, though. I did it for him.
7:35 to play here in the first half. It's a 20-14 advantage for the Sockies, and Riverton with a 3rd and long here, John. Pittsfield trying to get another stop. They want the ball back. Said, give me the ball. Or you're going to score. That didn't work out as well for Hasselbeck, did it?
I was going to ask who that was. I was trying to remember. It was
Matt
Hasselbeck. You're right.
We'll take the ball, and we're going to score. And I'm pretty sure somebody did score on a pass that he threw.
Well, he was right about everything except the wee part.
Except which jersey color it was going to be. Here is the handoff. Oh, my goodness, what a hit. And they're going to call that an illegal hit by the Sockies.
It's going to be Alex Strawbridge.
That was Nate Anderson on the hit, and they're going to call him for a helmet-to-helmet contact here. Hines was taken down at the 10, and they'll say that that is targeting called against Anderson, and will they eject him from the game? That's the next question.
Was that Hines or Strawbridge, Charlie? I thought it was number 9 running the ball there.
I actually thought that time, John, they had handed it off to Harrison.
Okay, we'll go with Harrison.
Either way, it's negated by the penalty, and now it's a 3rd and 7 after the penalty.
Is that a 10-yard penalty?
Well, it's a 15-yarder, and it's a live penalty, so not an automatic first down, and now we'll have a whistle and timeout whistled by the Sockies. I think a lot of it is Paul Francis Petty wants an explanation on that play. 7:31 to play in the half. It's a 2014 advantage for the Sockies. 3rd and 7 for Riverton when we come back.
Your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
7:31 to play in the second quarter. John, you have some of the slowest fingers on the planet pushing those buttons back on. I just wanted to know.
You could do it.
20-14 advantage for the squad from
I know
Pittsfield.
I'm closer, but it's only by a step.
You are. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 here for the Hawks. The ball is up at the, where are we at, John? Inside the 25 at about the 24. 3rd and 7 here. The Sockies got called for the helmet-to-helmet contact, and I don't know. It was a tough one, I would say. We'll agree to disagree. 2 receivers to the left, single man out wide to the right-hand side as Hines stands in the shotgun. He will bark out the signals, take the snap. Going to hand it off to Williams, left-hand side, cuts back up the middle. He just shoves men out of the way, says, get out of the way, little boy. He will take the ball out close to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 28, a gain of 4 on the play by Williams. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Fourth and 4.
4th and 4, but he kind of picked through that time, Charlie, and I felt like if he would have taken off right away, he would have maybe had the 1st down even, but kind of tried to pick through and not get hit as much there. I'm not sure why.
It wasn't the cleanest quarterback-running back exchanges. He kind of had the ball pinned against his hip for a little bit. I think that kept his momentum from running.
I think you're right.
Straight forward.
Yep.
Hines is back to punt now. May you see a fake here. This is a good opportunity for a fake. He will not. He'll throw the rugby kick to the right-hand side. And it's going to chase Howland back and take a nice bounce for the squad from Riverton. Howland and company will look at it. Back down to the 33-yard line. No penalties on the field here. And the Sockies will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. 6:39 to play here in the first half. Sockies on top 20-14 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen offering affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. Call to learn more, 217-320-4320.
Ball on the 33 now.
Well, we'll call it the 33. Thank you, John. Receiver to the right. They'll run to the right. The Sockies have run to the right 99.9% of the times, and Freeman's got a big gain across the 50, 45-40. Trying to make a man miss, and he'll scurry out of bounds inside Riverton territory, close to the 37-yard line. A pickup on the play of 24 yards by Jacob Freeman as he's run out of bounds there at the Riverton 37-yard line, and it'll be caught the 38-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Sockies with 6:31 to play in the second quarter.
Freeman 62 yards on 7 carries now.
I mean, they have run right every time, have they not?
Every time they've gained, I would say,
They're running right behind the big right side of the offensive line. This time they will run to the left. It's the fullback Howland. He's out into the open, 25-20. Nobody in front of him, and pay dirt for Howland on his first touchdown run of the season. Check. Story with the run as he snuck in there. And tell you what, John Story's not a big kid, 5'6", 205, and I didn't even see him come onto the field, but we just saw him take the ball and run 38 yards for a touchdown, and the Sockies now lead 26-14. Story with his first run, and what a story it's been for the Sockies the last couple of possessions.
Charlie, I'm sorry you said it, I know, but how many yards did he gain there?
38 yards. He was
Thank
at the
you.
38, and he ran for a touchdown. I'm not trying to say that would be an easy one to figure out for you, but keep your shoes on. 6:21 to play here in the half. Petty is in for the extra point attempt. The last was blocked. This one's low. Petty is going to stutter step, and he will miss this one right wide. No, he snuck it in. Snuck it into the goalpost on the right side. The Petty kick is good. 27-14 advantage for the Sockies. We'll have the kickoff after this.
We build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
6:21 to play in the second quarter, John. The Sakis took the ball and scored very quickly. 2 plays, a 24-yard run by Freeman, a 38-yard run by Story. We talked they'd run to the right, run to the right, run to the light, and then a little whoop, inside handoff to the left, and there he went, Story for the score.
They set it up, didn't they, Charlie?
They
Like
set
if
it
you were playing Madden, they would say, this play is set up, run it now, right?
Oh, I don't know about that one, John. I don't play Madden.
Anymore?
I don't have time.
Oh, okay.
Just a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. And what's going on right now for the Sakis is points, 27 in a row, and they lead 27-14 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Good to see an answer from the Sakis, as some teams in the past may have just kind of rolled over after being down 14-0.
Yeah, they got kicked in the mouth, and they've responded so far. Can they keep that effort alive? 6:21 to play in the second. Petty on for the kick, and he will kick a ball toward the sideline on the right side. The man will pick it up on the up back. He takes it across the 30-yard line, 35, big gain on the play, and he'll be finally wrestled down. That appears to be Jake Gresh, the 5'10 junior. A nice return out to the 40, and that's where Riverton takes over 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 6:16 to play in the second quarter. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the second quarter. 1st and 10, John. Oh, I'm all right, thank you. Oh.
You don't think, do you think they were talking to you?
No.
Nobody asks you anything at all, do they?
2 receivers to the right, single man to the left. Hines is in the shotgun with Williams to his left. Bad snap. Williams going to take the handoff. Big gain. Runs over a man.
He's been tackled.
And he has been taken down, but not before he takes it out to the 46, a gain of 6, and brings up a 2nd down and 4. Williams, he's like a bulldozer, John.
52 yards on 9 carries. Yeah, you're probably right about him being a wrestler, Charlie. He stays low, and he really runs over people, doesn't he?
2nd and 4. Hawks back in action here. Hines looking left, trying to throw the little receiver screen. The man looked like his knee was close to the ground. He'll be wrestled out of bounds by Howland. Caught that time by Salmon. Salmon out to the 50, caught a gain of 4 and a 1st down. Pass to Salmon, another catch for him. How many for him now, John?
He's got 23 yards on 3 carries.
Catches?
Catches, I mean.
I knew what you meant.
9th first down of the evening for Riverton.
Out to the 50, 1st and 10. Hawks want to pick up the pace here. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hines hands it off to the big man, Williams. Runs over a man, and he's popping back up to his feet as he takes it inside the 45 to the 44. A gain of 6 on the play by Williams. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4 now from the Saki side of the field at the 44-yard line.
The man he ran over was a little slow getting up, but he popped up later.
He says, did anybody catch the license plate on that truck? 5:15 to play in the half. Riverton trying to respond here. They've given up 27 straight, but I think this game still has a lot left to decide. Here's Hines, going to keep it himself. Big gain, he's got the 1st down. Stretches ahead down to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on the play by Hines, and a 1st and 10 from the Saki 36. Clock stops only to move the chains. They'll move them in a hurry here. 5 minutes and counting in the second quarter. Hines in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to either side, and a flag or a timeout? A timeout, I do believe. It'll be taken by the Sakis. We will pause as well. 4:57 to play in the half. It's 27-14. Pittsfield leads Riverton. Hawks on the move. Back after this.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
4:57 to play in the half, and an entertaining game so far as Pittsfield on top of Riverton 27-14 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. John, the Hawks are in flight once again and have a 1st and 10 now at the Saki 36-yard line, and they move the ball in bunches of yards.
Moving the ball with Williams and Hines running the ball, and that's kind of been their runners so far. As Harrison's carried it a couple times, but
By the way, Athens is on top of Williamsville, 12-7 in the third quarter. Here's the handoff to Williams, left side, up the middle, stretches forward. Good gain on the play. This will take it down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4 by Williams. You know, the thing about it is, John, if you gain 4 on first down, 4 on second down, and 4 on third down, you know what they call that?
first down.
First down. 4:40 and counting in the second. Trips right now. Hines in the shotgun, looking right, throwing right. It is caught, and the man scurries away from his man. This is Salmon, I do believe. Trevor Salmon on the catch, and he'll take it inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play by Salmon, and a 1st and 10 for the Hawks. And they're right back on the ball at the 24-yard line. Now he's looking left, has a man, slides, and did he catch it? No, he did not. Tried for the sliding catch that time to the receiver. Wide left, maybe Rubling out there, I can't tell. Incomplete pass, it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. Riverton's acting like they're in a hurry here on the offensive side. Ball is handed off to Williams. He fights for tough yards this time. Down to the 22. Gain of 2 by Williams. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 from the 22. 3rd and 8. 4:05 and counting. They'll bring a new man in from the sidelines here at Will the Hawks. Coming onto the field is Hunter Williams. He's a 6'1", 235-pound junior, and they'll put him in the backfield to help try to clear a hole, or is he just going to play pass protector here? Hines in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking right. Going to throw it down to the flats with the big boy. And incomplete is a nice play that time by Cade Corgett to come up with the pass deflection.
And knocked away that time by Corgett. Nice job on the defense that time.
Incomplete pass stops the clock at the 3:48 mark of this second quarter. Been kind of a long first half. A little more than an hour deep into this game. Hawks are going for it, 4th and 8. Can the Saki defense hold here? They'll have a man come onto the field late, and this is going to be...
Going to have a man go off, too. So.
Yep. Jake Gresh is coming onto the field. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hines looking right, looking downfield, has a man, and is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Salmon. He had a touchdown, and instead it's a turnover on downs as he had the score go in and out of his grasp that time on a good ball by Hines, but Salmon was unable to bring it in. And really a tough shot to the gut that time for the Riverton Hawks, as they really had something going, John.
Yes, they did. Ball going to be on the 24.
At their own 24 for the Sakis, the defense has held. 3:42 to play here in this second quarter, and it's 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. Pittsfield's ready to roll. Riverton is going to get the defensive unit out on the field. The Sakis will get the ball to start the second half, so John, a score here, and the ball to start the second half is about as good as it gets if you're the Sakis. Got a long field in front of them, though, as they start at their own 24. They'll run right to Freeman, right side, bounces it out. Big gain, 45-50, 45-40. He's running away from him. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown. Jacob Freeman takes it in this time. A 76-yard scurry to the end zone by Freeman on the first carry along the right-hand side. And with 3:28 to play in the second quarter, the Sakis lead 33-14. And Freeman with big numbers here tonight.
76 yards there. So, very impressive run. I haven't added it yet, Charlie. I'm sorry. I have to write a lot down.
Hey, got you, buddy. It's no problem. We'll wait for you. This is your world. We're just living in it. Petty is on for the extra point try. 3:28 to play in the second quarter. The Sakis started the game down 14-0. They have since scored 33 points. Corgett the holder. The snap is a good one. The hold is down. The kick is up, and Petty's kick is no good. Wide left. 3:28 to play in the second quarter. 33-14. Saki's on top. Back with more after this.
At Illini Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esfaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities.
76-yard run by Jacob Freeman, John, and he's been flying up and down the field tonight for the Sockies.
Charlie, did you feel like going, there are no flags on the field? That's kind of what I felt like there.
I didn't.
Oh,
actually.
okay. I didn't do it, but I felt like it.
Dynamite drop in, Monty. 3:28 to play in the half. 33-14 Pittsfield, John, and this game has shifted the momentum in a hurry.
It has. Sockies got down 14-0 early on a couple of scores on runs from Williams of 11 and 1 yard. And since then, it's been all Sockies, 33 unanswered points, 3:28 to go in the second quarter of play. Sockies with the 33-14 lead.
Salmon and Mellenbach are back to receive the kick here for Riverton. They still, the way they can score, have plenty of time left in this game, but they need to get that momentum back their direction. You thought they had it the last time, and unfortunately for the Hawks, Salmon just had the ball go in between his hands and to the turf for an incomplete pass on what would have been a touchdown on a very well-thrown ball.
Kickoff going by Gage Grattan again this time.
He'll kick this one a little bit deeper, and it's going to be taken by Mellenbach. He's up across the 20, 25, big hole right side, 35-40. Runs into his own man, but slows him down just enough. Now he's tripped up and is finally taken down.
Ball came loose at the end.
At the 50, he does recover it, and that's where the Hawks will take over first and 10 at the 50 with 3:18 to play in the second quarter.
Whose 50 is it, Charlie?
That is the Riverton 50. They are at home.
Okay.
Thought you'd be cute, didn't you? John,
Thought I'd ask.
A lot of words to describe you. Cute, not one I would use. 3:18 to play in the second quarter. It's 33-14 Pittsfield with the advantage. Trips left, single man to the right-hand side as Hines is in the shotgun. Looks left, lets the receiver get set. Going to throw to his right. His man this time is Tyler Pettit.
No good.
The pass is incomplete. He took a big shot that time from Nolan Paxton.
Had it caught, and Paxton hit him kind of right as he was trying to tuck it away, and no good.
Second and 10, 3:15 to play in the second quarter. Hines has dropped back to pass now 16 times. He's back there again. This time he'll hand it off to Williams. Williams breaks the initial tackle, hurdles a man, still on his feet. Look at him go. He's going to carry those men all the way down, good enough for a first down. What a run by Williams. Down to the 40, a 10-yard run, and a first and 10. He hurdled the defender, and then Johnny just kept carrying them.
That was an impressive run as he was hit in the backfield and not brought down. You got to wrap up. You can't just hit.
You're going to hit him high. You're going to better hang on for dear life because he's going to
be really big.
He's going to take you for a ride. Now Williams has it again right side, and this time he is upended by a nice play by Gage Grattan after a 2-yard run. Going to take it to the 38 for a second down and 2.
75 yards on 14 carries now for Williams.
Second and 2, 2:40 and counting in the second quarter. In the shotgun is Hines. Barks out the signals. Long snap count. Now looks to the sideline here. Everyone's set once again, and he's back to pass. Steps into the throw. Has a man, and it is in and out of the hands again of the intended receiver. And was it Salmon again? I think it was.
Well defended that time, though.
It was. There were 2 men in the vicinity. It'll bring up a third down and 8 from the 38.
Yeah, the touch.
Clock stopped at the 2:26 mark, and if you're Riverton, you don't want to give the ball back to Pittsfield before the end of the half.
The touchdown drop was it's not necessarily even a well-defended play, just couldn't hold on.
Hines now going to keep it. He's got some running room, now retreats, and the penalty flag flies in, and the man is taken down. What is this flag about? In on the stop this time for the Sockies, look to be
a whole lot of people.
Blaine Dell, and the penalty flag is an illegal shift, and the Sockies will turn that down. They will turn that down, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
So Hines going to lose how many there, Charlie?
Well, they've really just put him back at the original line, so just a 2-yard loss by Hines and a 4th and 10 from the 40. So 4th and 10 with 2:08 to play in the second quarter. So really just the penalty was declined, so it doesn't count for the yardage there. 4th and 10. Cam Lasaki's going to stop here. 2 receivers wide to his left and his right for Hines. Hines is back to pass. Has pressure. Has to step up. He's going to be on his feet. Needs to break a tackle. Could not. And he's taken down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. A gain of 7, but he needed 10. And that will be a turnover on downs at the 2:01 mark of this second quarter of play. So the Sockies will take over with 2:01 to play in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. As you watch high school football on Central Illinois Sports, Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Let us know where you're listening from by commenting on your YouTube stream there. Or you can always send us a text, 473-6290. Here's a handoff to the right-hand side. Saukeys haven't run that one in a while. Here's Freeman, going to break another tackle, 50, 45, 40. They chase him down from behind, but not before he's down to the 35-yard line. A gain on the play of 32 yards by Freeman, and another Saukey first down. Freeman with a huge night already, and he's got the ball down to the Hawks 35 with 1:50 to play in the second quarter. That time he ran right, then cut back to his left and found a lane, was chased down from behind. Ladner is out wide to the right-hand side. I formation behind Stout, the quarterback. He'll hand it off to the fullback. This time it is Howland. Howland will make a man miss and is now head over heels down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain on the play of 19 yards.
10th first down on the evening.
Howland with the run. And down to the 16-yard line. First and 10.
27 yards on 3 carries for Howland now. 170 yards on 9 carries for Freeman.
Have a night, young man, or a half. 118 and counting in this first half. It's 33-14 Saukeys trying to get another score on the board before the break.
And they get the ball back.
They'll send Ladner out wide to the right-hand side. The sophomore quarterback, Stout, goes under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the fullback left side. That's Howland. Howland is stood up. He still keeps the feet churning and has it inside the 10. Ball is loose right at the last second, and the Saukeys have recovered. So Howland will take it down to the 9. As recovering the fumble that time was who else? Freeman. Down to the 9-yard line, John, a gain of 7 on the play by Wade Howland. Down to the 9. That'll bring up a second down and 3.
There's some that would tell you got to give all those yards to Freeman, but
40
we'll
seconds.
give them to Howland. He worked hard for them.
Good talk. 37 seconds. Saukeys are out of timeouts. I formation. Stout's under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Right-hand side. He's got his man. That's Gratton. Gratton is going to be in for the score as Gage Gratton this time takes it in from 9 yards out on his second touchdown run of the evening. The Saukeys spreading it around, feeling the love on the offensive side, and with 28.4 seconds to play in the second quarter, Gratton has another Saukey score. Petty will be on for the extra point attempt here. He has missed 2. Both times were bad snaps, not going to lie. So Petty now will be in to try to add on to the lead here for the Saukeys. They lead 39-14. And the hold this time is a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good, it appears, and it is. That makes it a 40-14 lead for the Saukeys. We'll keep it right here. 28.4 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, man, we've got people with all kinds of jokes, John. All kinds of jokes.
What are they joking about,
well,
Charlie?
If I said joke and the word Gary Mendenhall came to your mind.
We can't say them on there. I mean, yeah.
Oh, we'll repeat those off the air.
Yeah.
If you'd like to know.
We'll talk about that later.
Gary probably worked his guts out today, though. 28.4 seconds to play in the half. It's a 40-14 score for the Saukeys, John. They got down 14-0 in this game, and that seems like a long time ago now.
At 40 unanswered, and scores by Freeman, Gratton, Story, Freeman, Gratton.
And Freeman with huge yardage.
170 yards on 9 carries.
Central Illinois Sports is where you watch this contest. Subscribe to that YouTube page. That's important for a number of reasons. Number 1, it makes us feel good. Number 2, it gives you an alert every time we go live with a broadcast. Like that Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Keep up to date with all going on throughout the area with Central Illinois Sports.
Do we have an Instagram page yet, Charlie?
No, John, I don't do the IG.
Okay.
The OGs don't do the IG. I see.
That's where you graduated from.
Hey. Here's a high kick going to be taken by one of the upbacks at about the 25-yard line. That is...
ball came loose.
Ball out, and it is loose, and it is going to be whose ball? Riverton's
ball.
Riverton's ball. Gresh on the return. He recovered it right at the 31-yard line, and that's where the Hawks take over first and 10 at their own 31. 21.9 seconds to play in the half. If you're Riverton, do you air it out?
Or run it out?
Do you try to run the clock out?
I'm not sure. If you're really wanting to be in this game. I think you got to air it out, but you can also argue there that
you got
bad
nothing to
things can
lose.
happen.
You need momentum if
Yep.
you're Riverton.
Yep.
So what can you do to gain momentum right here? Hines in the shotgun. Trips right. He gets just a low snap. Going to have to throw it out of the flats, and it's incomplete. And now a penalty as the Sockies rough the passer. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And if you're Pittsfield, again, you have to
85
be.
yards on 8 penalties now, and you
have to
got to
be-
stop that.
Have to be smarter than that. Here's the thing. You can hit. I mean, football is a hitting game, and man, you can hit, but hit when it's legal. And at that point, it was not a legal hit.
The ball was gone very clearly. So
I don't care if you shoved him, and that's all you did, but it's still a penalty. And now Riverton has the ball at the 45, and with 18 seconds left, stranger things have happened.
a lot
Trips
more
right.
manageable.
Single receiver left. Hines looking left. He has his man. It is caught, and the man is taken down.
Inbounds.
Yep, that is going to be caught this time by Tyler Pettit. Pettit with a 9-yard catch. Brings up a 2nd and 1. Can they get a playoff here? Lots of movement. 3, 2, 1. They do get the snap up. This will be the final play of the half, barring a penalty. Hines rolling left. He's chased. Downfield goes the pass, and it's picked up. Intercepted by the Sockies, and who's the man with it there, John? That appears to be Paxton. Paxton will return it all the way out to the 41-yard line. A 21-yard interception return by Paxton ends the half. And what a half it was for the Sockies. A slow start. They got down 14-0. But as it stands, it is a 40-14 lead for the Sockies. And we'll talk about halftime stats and analysis on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show following this timeout.
Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Espaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities. For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Western Illinois FCA offers many opportunities to show Jesus Christ to the coaches, teachers, and athletes in our area. This is Jack Hall, along with Todd Sweatman, our director, and Julie Ross from the Quincy area. I am an area ambassador for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we would like to show you how you can start a small group huddle at your school on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Just give us a call at 217-473-5151 or 217-370-2008, or go to Western ILFCA for more information. That's westernilfca.org for more information. Our next home team banquet will be on September 22nd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday at Hamilton's Catering in Jacksonville. Go to westernilfca.org for more information. Isaac Bruce from the Rams will be our speaker. Join us for FCA of Western Illinois.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. At halftime, a 40-14 advantage in this contest for the Pittsfield Sockies over the Riverton Hawks. Taking a look at the scoring report here in the first half of play. Riverton scored first, 7:20 to play in the first quarter. Williams took it in from 10 yards out. The Cooper kick was good, and the Hawks were on top 7-0. Then less than 3 minutes later at the 4:23 mark of the first quarter, Riverton's Williams a 1-yard run. Cooper's kick was good again. It looked like Riverton was in control early, 14-0. Since then, the Sockies have reeled off 40 straight points. It started at the 37-second mark of the first quarter. Freeman a 9-yard run. The Petty kick was good and made it 14-7. They tied it up at the 11:20 mark of the second quarter. An 8-yard run by Freeman. Petty's kick was good again, and the game was knotted up. Then at the 8:20 mark, exactly 3 minutes later, Grattan got his first score of the night on a 1-yard touchdown run. Petty's kick was no good, made it 20-14. Then at the 6:21 mark of the second quarter, Colton Story with his lone touch of the night, a 38-yard touchdown run. The Petty kick after was good, made it 27-14. Then with 3:28 to play in the second quarter, Jacob Freeman busted out for a 76-yard touchdown run down the far sideline. J.J. Petty's kick was no good on the bad snap, made it 33-14. And then the Sockeye scored the final points in the first half at the 28.4 second mark of the second quarter on Gage Gratton's 9-yard run. J.J. made it go through the uprights that time and made it a 40-14 lead for Pittsfield. Illini Community Hospital is our halftime sponsor, and Illini Rural Health Clinic is proud to welcome Dr. James Yules, pediatrician, to their team. Dr. Yules is welcoming new patients and is excited to partner with you and your family to keep your children healthy all year long. Find out more about Dr. Yules by visiting IlliniHospital.org. At the halftime break, it is a 40-14 advantage for the Pittsfield Sockies over the Riverton Hawks. A break here. John has a look at the rest of your halftime stats on Central Illinois Sports.
Get extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house. Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season. Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. John is here. He's practicing his tip of the tongue there at the halftime break. And it's a 40-14 advantage in what's been a high-scoring back and forth quickly down the field by both teams here at times in this first half of play. And right now the Sockies have this 40-14 halftime lead. Hey, we want to remind you about some young ladies in the Pike County area. Pike County Big Game. They're a travel softball organization. They've got some discount cards that they're selling right now. Cards are $25, and you can buy 2 cards for $40. That's a discount on the discount. Funds go to the cost of the new facility that they're building. They have lots of great deals there. You can contact Matt or Andy Henry or anyone involved in Pike County Big Game. And those are valid now through next August. So I encourage you to get those purchased today.
I believe Mr. Frank McCartney involved in that team also.
The Honorable J. Frank McCartney. Yes, sir. You can see him. If I were advising you,
I would say don't
do so when
see
you
him
don't,
in a professional capacity.
when you're not forced to see him. John, let's take a look at halftime stats.
First for the Riverton Hawks, they finished the first half with 13 first downs to 11 for Pittsfield. Led in rushing, 75 yards on 14 carries for Tyler Williams, 41 yards on 15 carries for Zach Hines, 2 carries for no yardage for Jordan Harrison to total out to 116 rushing yards. Passing yards on the evening for Zach Hines, 7 of 18, 39%, 2 interceptions, 72 yards. Passes completed, 31 yards on 4 catches for Trevor Salmon, and 36 yards, 2 catches, Devin Rubling, and 17 yards on 2 catches for Tyler Pettit in the first half of play. Riverton penalized twice for 20 yards, so 116 rushing yards, 72 passing yards, 188 total yards of offense in the first half for the Riverton Hawks. For the Pittsfield Sockies, they finished the first half, as I said, with 11 first downs, led in rushing by Jacob Freeman, 170 yards on 9 carries, 54 yards on 5 carries by Gage Gratton, 27 yards on 3 carries for Logan Howland, 38 yards on 1 touchdown run for Colton Story in the first half, to total out to 297 rushing yards. Bobby Stout has attempted to throw the ball one time. He's 0 for 1 with an interception. Obviously, no catches for anyone. So 297 rushing yards, no passing yards, 297 total yards of offense in the first half of play for the Pittsfield Sockies. Sockies have been penalized 8 times for 85 yards. Need to clean that up, and they'd be looking pretty good so far.
Well, and 2 of those penalties, John, were personal fouls of the 15-yard variety, and therefore 30 of those 85 yards have come on those 2 penalties. Take those 2 out. Still, you're not in love with that penalty number, but it's a little more manageable. And here at halftime, it's a 40-14 lead for the Sockies. Illini Community Hospital brings you your halftime show. For more than 75 years, Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community with high-quality, personalized medical care close to home. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org. A time out here, we'll take a look at the Trash Queen scoreboard from around the area and state of Illinois. Right here, it's 40-14, Sockies on top of Riverton. Back with you after these important messages.
Systems builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to baths and bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
4:19 left in the halftime break here. It's a 40-14 advantage for the Sockies. We all know that's really a lie. They always add 3 minutes on to the halftime break. Why they don't just make it an 18-minute halftime, I'm not sure.
Because if you're not on the field when they add that 3 minutes, it's a personal foul.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it's a personal foul. I guess it's just against the coach there.
Nice job by the high school dance team here for the Riverton Hawks. Nice crowd on hand here for the home opener for this Riverton squad. They trail Pittsfield 40-14. Some other scores from around the area. Tremont leads DMAC 31-0 at the end of the third quarter. Auburn leads New Berlin 14-0. Just underway in the second half of their contest. Check that. How about Williamsville was on top of Athens 7-6, but that was early in the game, John. Let's see if we can get an update on that. It is 20-12. Now at the end of the third quarter, Williamsville and Athens really having a battle in that contest.
Great game as you predicted.
Great game as I predicted. Jacksonville was up big in their game here a moment ago, if I can find that score for you. After a quarter, Auburn led New Berlin 7-0. We told you that updated score a moment ago. 19-0 the lead for Quincy High in their home opener of the season. Taking a look. By the way, if you're going to tweet scores, can you tweet who's playing, like both teams? That'd be very, very helpful. And how much time is left as well. Be great. And if you're going to tweet it, can you tweet it at Central Illinois Sports as well, so we can just keep track a lot easier there. What else, John? Macomb's on top of Charleston. 9:44 to play in the third, 19-10. Forreston leads Dakota. Gosh, I wish one of those two programs would have some success here sometime soon. 4:52 to play in the third. Forreston 22-0. They're looking like a very good team who has a very good chance to be back on the turf this time.
Very good.
this time on the northern side of things. Jack Marth with his first touchdown of his career. They lead Lexington to Q&D 21-6, and glad to see the Marth family back in the marquee there.
Only time I've been happy that somebody from Q&D scored, Charlie.
The Portis squad has a lead. Check that they trail Plains 18-10 and the near halftime there. That looks like about all we can decipher on some of these things, John. Brad Dixon of Camp Point Central was up 16 hours ago, up early to train. What were you doing 16 hours ago, John?
Sleeping, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, 16 hours ago would have been what time? 4
12
a.m.?
hours ago would have been 8, and you take another 4 off of
been
that.
4 a.m., yeah.
4:40 a.m.
Yeah, I was sleeping for another hour and 5 minutes.
Warming my bed with sugar plums or something and dancing in my head. But it's 40-14 Sockies here, and they've got the momentum, John. Key for them to keep that up, get a score here to start the second half.
Most certainly, yeah. Get a score here and hold them, get another score, let the game end fast.
Hey, I like the way you think. 40-14, Pittsfield on top at halftime here on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. Illini Express, they're here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about their services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. We do remind you, due to the Labor Day holiday on Monday, Illini Express has their holiday hours from 7 to 11 a.m. So stop by and see them if you need medical care. Hopefully you're feeling great for your Labor Day. And we're going to see some rain possibly tomorrow, John, as the ridge of low pressure shifts through the area. And you'll also see a hurricane. Is it Dorian?
Dorian, maybe?
Dorian?
I think it's a D. Yeah,
He's getting ready. He's getting ready to slam Florida at about a Cat 4. So prayers to all those folks there and batten down the hatches. And, you know, I think once you've lived there a while, John, it just becomes kind of like a thunderstorm rolling through our area.
I was in Palm Beach area in March, and Charlie, I thought it was interesting to see the majority of the buildings on the coast now. They just have hurricane shutters that just roll down. Don't even have to put up boards anymore. You just roll them down, lock them down, and off you go.
Well, we are just getting ready to start the second half. A final break on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. 40-14, Sockies on top. Halftime over after this break, and we'll have second half play-by-play your way.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
40-14, the advantage for the Sockies on top of the Riverton Hawks on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen, they can help you with your residential and commercial trash pickup needs, also offering roll-off dumpsters to folks in Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. Call to learn more, 217-320-4320. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. You'll be able to read about this contest and lots of events going on around the Pike County area that have happened, some that are coming up. Lots of great pictures from the Fall Festival coming up this edition of the Pike County Express. You can bet your bottom dollar on that, John, and it costs less than $1 to get the Pike County Express, just 2 quarters.
Seems like a great deal to me.
What a deal. What a deal. What a deal it's been for the Sockies here after trailing 14-0 in this contest. They have taken a 40-14 lead. But you don't want to get complacent here. You want to finish the fight, as they say. And the Sockies will be looking to take the fight right back to this Riverton squad. I want to say hello to all the folks who are watching on YouTube, including Joe Womble. Joe was a pretty good player back in his day. maybe the best football memory I've had of Joe, probably not one of his best memories, it was a punt that I think might have gained negative yardage. The wind might have been blowing hard that day.
He could punt the ball really high.
He could. It went high and deep and backwards. But we're glad to have Joe watching alongside in the contest tonight, and glad you have as well. Tell your friends about Central Illinois Sports. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's very easy to do that, John. On your screen, there should be a little button that says subscribe. I'm not sure how it looks on your smart TV as far as the subscribe parts goes, but it's probably when you're searching it, hit subscribe. Use your remote. You'll figure it out. Lots of smart people out there. And glad to have you, whether you're watching on your computer, smartphone, tablet.
Yeah, toss it up on your smart TV, though.
TV.
You can watch it on the big screen. Lots of people doing that now.
Yep. John is alongside, and he is manning the camera, keeping the stats, eating the Skittles, and drinking that delicious ice-cold water. The Cardinals and the Reds are postponed today, by the way, if you're wondering about that contest. So I don't know when they will make that game up.
Playing a 2-game tomorrow, maybe?
They could do it Sunday. You know, it's a day game. Or you could play the Reds a different time, because I'm sure they come back to St. Louis at least one more time, don't they? It's getting late in the year.
September. I mean,
it's getting late in the year, isn't it?
Do you kick deep here?
It's not September, by the way. It's still August. One day more.
Are you going to sing the song? Do you kick deep here?
If you're Riverton?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were just encouraging them to throw the ball to try to get some momentum. I didn't know.
Yeah, I think you kick it deep here and try to pin the Sockies deep and play the field position game. Cooper is the kicker. He will try the onside kick, and Sockies need to get on it, and they will. Yep, out to the 33, and that's where Pittsfield will take over 1st and 10. At their own 33 at the 11:58 mark of this third quarter of play. Sockies have reeled off 40 straight points. By the way, they'll be home next week at Glen C. Smith Field. And after the contest, all high school students are invited to Bowlers Universe for the 5th quarter party. There'll be discounted bowling and karaoke. And then on September 7th, that's just the day after, enjoy the sounds of Seth Wade from 7 to 11 p.m. A great patio and atmosphere, great bowling, good time for the entire family. Can be had at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Bobby Stout, the quarterback, is under center. He'll hand it off to the right-hand side where it's another big hole. Freeman's got running room and more. 40 going to make a man miss at the 45. Cuts it across the 50 and into Riverton territory at the 48-yard line. Beautiful downfield blocking that time by the likes of Logan Howland. And all the way out to the 48-yard line for the Sockies, Jacob Freeman, a 19-yard run. And it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Riverton.
He's working on a 200-yard night right now. He's got 189 on 10 carries. 18.9 a carry. That's pretty good.
Sockies have the lead and the football now in Riverton territory at the, we'll call it 49. As they spot it there. Stout hands it off to the fullback, left side. This is Howland. Howland's got the first down yardage and more. He's running away from him, and he will take it to the end zone. Touchdown. It is Howland once again. Wade Howland, the 220-pound senior from the fullback, will take it 49 yards for the Socky touchdown. And the Sockies are just running over the top of this Riverton defensive front right now. And there's nobody in the open field once they get past that initial wave.
Was it 49 or 51, Charlie?
49. It was from the Riverton 49. So 49 yards of positive yardage. And the Sockies have positive momentum their way as J.J. Petty will be on to kick the extra point, and the Sockies are a man short. Then they thought maybe not, and now they will run the man back out. And they'll get set up and ready to go here, John. Petty is, 4 for 6 on the extra point attempts tonight?
I believe that's correct.
Corgid is the holder. It's a good snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick splits the uprights, and it is good. It is a 47-14 lead for the Sockies. 47 in a row for Pittsfield. We're back with you after this timeout.
Mid-USA Landscaping, serving all of Pike County for residential and commercial lawn care. Mid-USA Landscaping can beautify your lawn and property with proper treatment, spraying, seeding, and of course landscaping designs perfect for your home or business. Mid-USA donates to the local area Little League fields and sports fields at your schools, and they are the perfect fit for you. Call them today at 217-577-4900. That's 577-4900. Mid-USA Landscaping for you.
11:18 to play in the third quarter. 47-14 the lead for the Sockies as Wade Howland took it in from 49 yards out, John.
A 49-yard run from Howland, his first touchdown of the year. Petty kick was good and makes it 47-14 for some reason. I was going to give it to you backwards there for a second. Don't know why.
Well, it happens at times. Hey, I want to say hello to Joel Paxton watching on the Roku, the Fire Stick. I'm not really sure what all of those mean, but they work. And if you can
They're
get
little things that you plug into your TV to make it a smart TV, Charlie.
And if you can get on YouTube, you can watch the games on Central Illinois Sports, and we're certainly glad you have chosen to do so here tonight. We'll have all 9 of the Sockies regular season games, and if things go well, some playoff action as well. Grattan will kick this one off. He'll kick it high and deep. It'll be taken back there by Salmon. He has a little trouble, and then he fumbles the ball out of bounds. Fumbles it out of bounds right at about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Hawks will take over 1st and 10.
Worst field position of the night for the Hawks. Not what they wanted to have happen.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming for this Riverton squad. And let's see where they set the football for good. It looks like it's just outside of the 15, possibly at the 16-yard line, and that is where Riverton will start 1st and 10 with 11:16 to play in the third. Hines, snap was wide, but he hands it off to Williams. Williams, a good gain on 1st down as he takes it up across the 20 to the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4. How many yards for Williams?
81 yards on 15 carries now for Tyler Williams. He's really run the ball well a few times.
He was tough to handle early, and the Sockies found a way to slow him down just a little bit, but he had a nice run there on 1st down. 2nd and 4. Hines looking right. He throws it right, has his man, and that'll be a 1st down. As it appeared to be Pettit. Pettit on the catch. He gains another 6 and a 1st down on the pass to Pettit. So 1st and 10, now out to the 30, check that 29-yard line. 29-yard line, 47-14 advantage for the Sockies. Hines trips right, single man wide left. He will hand it off to Williams. Williams makes a man miss in the backfield, trying to keep his momentum running forward. The Sockies a nice gang tackle that time. They take him down, and on the initial hit for the Sockies appeared to be Blaine Dell.
2 or 3.
2 yards for Williams. 2nd and 8 from the 31. Receiver wide left. Trips bunched to the right-hand side. Hines with Williams to his left. He will fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself this time, and he has stood up. Stood up and stopped that time. Again, in on the stop for the Stockies is Blaine Dell, the senior linebacker. Stops him for a yard loss on the play by Hines. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Hawks trying to get something going and the positive side here. Williams will come off of the field now toward the sideline just for a quick blow. Looks to be okay, no injury. 2 men split wide right, 2 men to the left. Hines, then the shotgun formation. Slaps his leg, now he's back to pass. Looking left, he's got some pressure. Gonna roll out to his left. Looks like he's gonna try to tuck it and run now. Here comes Corgett coming up to greet him at the 35-yard line.
Did he make it out of bounds or did he stay in?
He will be taken out at the 34, in bounds it appears. A gain of 4 on the play brings up a 4th and 6. It'll bring up a 4th and, we'll call it 4th and 5, 5-yard gain. 4th and 5 from the 34-yard line. Hawks appear to be going for it here. Sockies with the stop would have it deep in Riverton territory. First have to get that important stop. Hines takes the snap. Back to pass, looking to his right, has his man in the flats. That is going to be Rubling. And Rubling, did he retreat or was he taken backwards? And it looks like he has the 1st down. Out to the 39-yard line, a 5-yard gain. And needed 5, got 5 to Rubling. Almost made the mistake, though, John, of taking that ball and then retreating to try to gain yards, if that makes sense, to make a man miss.
And he would have been stopped then and would have...
And you know what? They have not moved the chains yet.
No, they're going to measure this, I think.
They're going to... Yep, they're going to bring out the chains. Bring them out, and it is very, very close. The ball is just right at the 39.5-yard line while they measure. I'll tell you about one of our sponsors, John. That's Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon, 285-4404. They stretch them out, and by the nose of the football, the Hawks have the 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 39. 8:52 to play here in the third on the Trash Queen scoreboard. It's a 47-14 advantage for the Pittsfield Sockies. Sockies were 1-8 last season, so trying to break this losing streak with a win here tonight.
Took a chance there and made it work that time on a 4th and long.
Have to at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, trying to get something to get you back in this contest. Still a lot of time left. Hines, snap goes through his hands. He's going to throw it across the middle. Has his man, and this is going to be Mellenbreck. Mellenbreck is going to be wrestled down.
Oh.
Is that a flag?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a face mask? I'm not sure.
It's inside the Socky territory to the 44-yard line on the pass to Mellenbeck. It's a 17-yard catch or throw and catch, I should say. First down, and then a flag came in. It would almost have to be a face mask. Is it a 5 or a 15-yarder, though? And it is he's going to say personal foul face mask. Wait for it. Wait for it. It is a personal foul face mask. Nope, they're going to say blow to the head.
The personal foul on the Sockies.
So that's the second time the Sockies have been called with helmet-to-helmet contact.
Carly, I'm sorry. I'm
an
old football player now, I guess, but
Well, tell you what, John, those hits to the head may make you.
Maybe that's why I don't remember this being as big a deal. But I just don't. I don't love the helmet-to-helmet call because it's so able to be decided one way or another. Yeah.
Here's Williams. Williams with a nice carry along the right-hand side. He'll be taken down at the 30. Check that. Yeah, 35-yard line. 25-yard line. Excuse me. 25-yard line. 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Down to the 24-yard line. Hawks on the move, 8:14 and counting in this third, trailing Pittsfield 47-14. Pittsfield's reeled off 47 straight points, and now Williams is
shake up. They're gonna have to call timeout or get him off.
Pull him out of the game as he is a little.
They're gonna call a referee timeout.
Yep, to get the man off the field. Right thing to do here. They will bring in Jordan Harrison. He's a 6'1", 185-pound senior. Williams has been a workhorse tonight for the squad from Riverton, and he comes out a little banged up now. 8:06 and counting in the third. Hines takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Harrison, keeps it, trying to bounce it outside left-hand side, gets a good block, and is taken out of bounds, and a penalty flag flies in here around the 21-yard line, and you would think at this point it would be a hold or an illegal block from the backside referee, and it is a block in the back. So that will negate a good run there by the quarterback, Hines. Instead of what would have been about a 13, 14-yard gain, it's going to bring up a second down and 11, it appears, by the time they march it off. 2nd and 11. Ball resting at the
30.
Right on the 30. Thank you, John. 2nd and 11 at the 7:56 mark of the third period. Hines, 2 receivers to either side, takes the snap right at the whistle. He's ready to roll. Out to his right, has running room, all kinds in front of him. He will now tuck and run, and he's got nothing but green grass. First down and more. Ducks out of bounds inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 14 on the play by Hines. And it'll bring up a 1st and 10. At the Socky 16, 7:14 to play in the third.
He kept looking for a man to throw it to and had wide open spaces in front of him.
He said, I can run for this just as easily. Trips right now. They'll hand it off to the fullback, Harrison. No, Hines keeps it instead on the nice read play. He'll take it inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
Hines on the quarterback keeper.
That's a gain of 6 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 4.
And 2nd and 4 for the Hawks.
65 yards on 19 carries now for Zach Hines.
I like this young man and Zach Hines. He's good looking
Sophomore,
athlete.
you said?
Just a sophomore. Lots of sophomores. They started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sophomores on the offensive side of the ball. Hines again in the shotgun. He hands it off to Harrison. Big hole right side. Looking for running room. He'll be taken down near the sticks. Just outside the 5 at about the 6. Gain of 3 brings up a 3rd and 1.
Jordan Harrison on the carry.
3rd and 1 here from the 6. Riverton looking to get on the board for the first time since the first quarter when they led 14-0. Again, the handoff to Harrison. He's got the score. Harrison takes it in. This time from 6 yards out for the Riverton Hawks. And with 6:46 to play in the third, it's 47-20. Don't go away just yet, John. This game still has a lot of time left. 47-20, and a tradition they have here at Riverton is they, after the touchdown Tootsies, as they throw out the Tootsie Rolls. And the folks are enjoying them here. It sounds a little bit like hail, but it's just Tootsie Rolls, don't worry. Oh, tell you what, they have some good range on those too.
Yeah.
Here's Cooper
impressive.
for the kick. It is up, and it is good, and then a penalty flag in as the Sockies run into the holder. Can you rough the holder?
I'm not sure, but
Possibly.
The man that was down was a Saki, though, so I'm not sure.
Roughing the
Holder?
holder?
You can't rough the kicker, but
Evidently you can rough the holder.
I mean, maybe the kick was already gone. I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to assess it on the kickoff. And
115 yards on 10 penalties now for the Sockies. Too many.
yep. Referee on this side is Travis Guess. He does a lot of basketball, a lot of football. Good official. Hey, by the way, they need officials. If your eyesight is just as good from the stands as it is from the sidelines, folks, they need good officials.
In all sports.
IHSA.org. Apply now. The thing about officiating is keeps you close to the game, in good shape. Maybe helps you get a little gas money. And you just never know, John. It could help you branch into a new career.
It could.
It could. Saw Barry Wright the other day, longtime official.
It's become a career for him.
How many games do you think Barry Wright has officiated in his career?
I was just going to even go within a year, Charlie.
Yeah, but how many games?
Thousands. Tens of thousands.
Most of them well. Most. Hey, everybody has bad games. Everybody.
So
Even Michael Jordan every once in a while had a bad game.
he was usually had the flu or something.
It's because he bet on the other team. All right, the
Oh.
Hawks will kick from the
You went
Saki
there.
45.
Can't believe you went there.
Michael, if you're listening, I apologize for that. That was an unfair assumption that you had a gambling problem.
However, if you are listening, we would welcome you
Hey,
advertising.
Air Jordan.
Air Jordan. Yeah.
We would take that
Air Jordan postgame.
sponsorship. Here is a kickoff, and the up back, and I do believe that's Howland going to take this one. He's got a nice gain on the play. It says Logan Howland. Logan Howland going to bounce it outside, has a big gain, and is finally ridden down out near the 40-yard line. Mark him down at the 38-yard line. Yeah, that's where the Sockies will take over 1st and 10 at their own 38. 6:37 to play here in the third. And the Sockies looking to get some more offensive yards here. 6:37 to play in the third on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen offering affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. Call to learn more, 217-320-4320. Check them out on Facebook, Trash Queen.
Still working on Williams on the sideline over here. He's laying down on the mat.
They'll hand it off this time. Logan Howland, the ball carrier, makes a man miss with a stiff arm. Then he applies the hit and is close to the first down as he takes it out to the 48. And Travis Guest says, move the sticks. A 10-yard gain by Logan Howland. And a 1st and 10 for the Sockies, this time from their own 48.
86 yards on 5 carries. Does Logan Howland.
Sockies have racked up all their yards on the ground. And it's been quite a few. More than John will care to count right now, but he'll hope the Sockies add to that total.
I lied to you because I gave that touchdown to the wrong Howland.
Oh, goodness.
I have to take it back.
What do we do now? Under center is Stout. Hands it off to the deep back left side. This is Howland. Howland is now ridden down the big boy back there. Isaac Nordyke. Isaac Nordyke. We're in a different number. He's 6'1", 280, and he wrestled the man to the ground. A 1-yard gain by Logan Howland. Brings up a 2nd and 9 from the 49.
How about 38 yards for Howland now?
Thank you, John.
That seems better.
Hey, honesty is the best policy. I'm glad you were able to reconcile and come clean. 2nd and 9.
Sorry.
No, you already apologized. Move on. It's all right. Under center is Stout. Quick cadence. Takes a snap. Hands it off to the fullback. This time it's Wade Howland. And Wade Howland will take the ball to the 46-yard line for a gain of 3. It brings up a 3rd and 4.
Had to gain 5, didn't he, Charlie?
Gain of 5 brings up a 3rd and 4. What'd I say?
3. I was going, he had 1, and then he's got 4 left.
Is it hot in here?
I'm not sure.
You have your coat on.
Yeah, exactly.
At the Riverton 46 now, 3rd and 4. 4:40 and counting in the 3rd. Saki's in the double wing formation. Under center is Stout. Hawks bringing the blitz. They'll keep it. Nice read by Stout, and Bobby's got room out in front. Has a man blocking ahead. Going to take it down, but it's going to be called back. Stout's first varsity touchdown run will go for naught as a holding penalty going to be called as Ladner was out in front, and they say that he was holding.
Touchdown will be called back.
Had a good block and really just needed to let that guy go. He had the man shoved out. Just needed to let go.
He's still going to get some yardage. It's going to be one of those weird plays. Well, maybe not. He's going to have to get some yardage. He's going to
gain 2.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 2, or a long 2, short 3, instead of the 3rd and 4. But if you're Riverton, you like it because it's not a touchdown, and that's where Stout was when that play ended. But it was because he got a little help in holding. So the ball is going to be down to about the well, it should be from the spot.
Wait, I was going to say, that should be from the spot of the ball, not from the original line of scrimmage, guys.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. They'll get it right. I'm telling you, these guys are a good group. They'll take it to the 44, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2. Call it a short 3. Good job by Stout, though. Nice read as he pulled the ball as Riverton brought the backer on the blitz that time, and he pulled it out of the breadbasket, took it around the end. Would have been a touchdown, but called back because of the hold. 3rd and 3, 4:24 to play here in the 3rd. Under center, Stout takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Ball carrier going to have the 1st down. And with the carry that time, I do believe was Colton Story. Story's 2nd carry of the game takes it to the 40, a 4-yard gain and a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line now. Fresh set of downs at the 4:14 mark of this 3rd quarter for the Sockies. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Sockies with Stout under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Ball carrier, not much running room this time.
That was Story again.
Down to the 38, a gain of 2 on the play by Story. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 from the 38.
Tackle made by the Hawks.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. 47-21 advantage for the Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard here on Central Illinois Sports.
You want to give him 1 instead of 2, Charlie?
If it's 2, that was the longest.
That was the shortest
2
ever.
yards. Yeah, let's call it a 1-yard gain, huh?
Oh, wait. Nope. The box moved. It was 2. You were right.
Say that again.
You were right. The box was wrong.
One more time.
Yeah, I was not wrong. The box was wrong.
All right. Here's the handoff to the deep back. That is Gratton. No, check. That's Howland. Howland runs into the back of his own man. Now breaks it outside. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Logan Howland this time takes it in for the Sockies. A 38-yard score. And Logan Howland with the TD at the 3:03 mark of the 3rd. 38-yard run by Logan Howland. The Sockies again on the board. Now they lead 53-21 in this shootout here. High scoring affair. If you like points, you've liked this one here tonight. 53-21. Petty on for the kick after attempt. JJ's been pretty good when they've gotten him a good hold. And a good snap, I should say. No offense to Corgett. The snap's just been a low, like that one. But he gets it down, and this one is good. 54-21. Sockies with the lead. 3:03 to play in the 3rd. Back with you after this.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
3:03 to play in the 3rd. Logan Howland this time, John, with the big run, and the Sockies just keep on churning it here. Hey, we thank Patty Rubel, by the way. Back-to-back doubleheader, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Hey, how about that? You could, more baseball, more fun. They must be making up another game from earlier in the year, too, there, huh, John? 4 games in 2 days. You better have some pitching.
Oh, I forgot they were already playing the doubleheader yesterday, or tomorrow, not
I'm going to
yesterday.
tell you right now, there are not very many players happy with that decision.
You can bring up an extra pitcher each day, though.
4 games in 2 days, though. My goodness, you could lose the lead in the division in 2 days. A kick is going to be taken by Salmon, it appears. He breaks through the first line of would-be tacklers. He's still on his feet, still running away from people, and finally is ninja kicked out of bounds at around the 36-yard line.
I don't know what to call. That was a good call. Who was that?
It was the flying leap
of Gage Grattan.
Yeah, he went in with the hi-ya out to the 36 for Salmon. And that's where Riverton will take over 1st and 10 at their own 36 with 2:53 to play here in the third quarter.
He leaped and...
Is it leaped or leapt?
It depends on whether you're from the south or the north, probably, or something, right?
You think?
Sure.
Is that the Mason-Dixon line?
I'm not sure.
Hines is in the shotgun. It's kind of a fumbled handoff, and he will get it off. But man, oh man, the back took the pounding of Wade.
Did you really have to give me the ball?
Wade Howland that time with a big stop as Harrison is wrestled down at around the 31-yard line. A loss on the play of 4. And it brings up a 2nd down and 14. We'll call it the 31-yard line. 2nd and 14.
Yeah, he had no chance to go anywhere because he barely had a hold of the ball.
2:25 and counting in the third. Been a long third quarter. Here's Hines back to pass, looking right, has his man. Now the ball pops loose. Body's flying on it, and it's a loose ball. Who's got it? The Sakis say they do, and they'll come off the pile, and the only people at the bottom are the white jerseys of the Pittsfield Sakis. So the catch that time was made by Mellenbeck. He gained 6 and then fumbled it away, and the Sakis take over 1st and 10 at the Riverton 48-yard line. So the Saki defense creates another takeaway here. And with 2:14 to play in the third, they've got it 1st and 10 at the Riverton 48. Up 54-21 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And Riverton has been unable to keep that momentum that they had the first couple of drives going here. Receiver wide to the right is Ladner. We also see checking into the backfield for the Sakis appears to be Nate Anderson. Anderson's a sophomore, 5'10", 170-pounder. He's playing the wing back right now for
Needs to
Pittsfield.
get set. There he goes.
Under center is Stout. Takes the handoff. Hands it off right side. That's Howland looking for a lane. He's going to just get what they give him this time, which is not much. To the 36. Check that's the 46. A 2-yard gain by Logan Howland. And it brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Anderson was just kind of warming up his legs a little bit, kept shuffling. Don't want to do that when the man calls hike, or you'll have illegal motion.
That's very, very true. 2nd and 8 for the Sakis as they'll break the huddle. Got to give a lot of credit to the big guys up front tonight. Cameron Walker, Julius Jackson, Corbin Fentress, Nathan Gunner, and Skylar Smith doing a nice job on the offensive line. Stout under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. This is the first carry of the night for Nate Anderson, and Anderson is running through men, and he takes it all the way to the 30. Nate Anderson with his first touch of the night with a 16-yard gain for the sophomore.
Run up the middle by the Sakis. Is enough for a 1st down.
Anderson to the 30, 1st and 10. So the Sakis have had ball carriers taken in bunches here tonight, John. Now Anderson comes up a little lame, and they'll bring Gage Grattan back in and send Anderson to the sideline as he looks like he might have twisted an ankle. You hate to see that because he just had a really nice play.
Yeah. And they were trying to get some other guys in there.
Yeah, you haven't really seen Freeman touch the ball much here in the last couple of goes. Under a minute to play in the third, 54-21 advantage for the Sakis.
He's only got 1 touch in the second half.
And it was a touchdown?
Well, it was 19 yards. I don't think it was a touchdown, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was. Nope, it wasn't. Under center, Stout. Looked like the line might have moved early that time, and this will be a 5-yard penalty. Somebody on the left side got an early jump. 5-yard penalty. It'll move it back to the 35 for a 1st and 15. 41 and a half ticks to play in the third quarter. 54-21 Pittsfield. on top. I do believe they'll play host to the Auburn Trojans next week.
Is that right? Well,
And what a program that is, John.
is that right? I was thinking that was week 3, Charlie. I don't
I
remember.
do believe it's the Auburn Trojans.
You could be right. I may be getting that in the next game.
It may be
backwards.
crazy.
Are we going to sing the whole song or just parts of
Must maybe be a lunatic you're looking for.
it?
Turn out the lights. Double wing. Stout under center. Puts a man in motion. Hands it off to the fullback on the counter play and Howland. Howland will take it down to the 30-yard line before he's wrestled down. A gain of 5 on the play. Gain back the 5 yards from the penalty. And this will bring up, that's Wade Howland, by the way, John.
Correct.
If I made that clear enough.
You didn't, but I saw it.
All right, saw with your own ears. 2nd and 10. With 20 seconds to play in the third, Stout goes to the sideline to run the play in himself. Comes in and says, hey, here's what we're doing.
He says, hey, we're gonna run left because I'm tired of running so far away to get the play.
Very likely the final play of the third quarter. Stout is under center, double wing. Blitz coming here. Stout takes it. He fumbles the ball as he dropped back to pass. The ball is loose, and let's see who's got it as the horn sounds. Stout went back to pass, and the ball slipped right out of his hands to the turf. And who got it? Who got it? The Sakis did, as Wade Howland in there to save the day. A loss of 1, and that's the end of the third. 54-21, Sakis with the advantage after 3. Fourth quarter play-by-play your way after this.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Ready to start the fourth and final quarter. It's a 54-21 advantage for the Pittsfield Sakis over the Riverton Hawks, and the Sakis will have the ball. Should be 3rd and 11.
Carly, the field flipped, and now it's 3rd and 12. It's actually 2nd and something right now because the box is.
It could be a long 11, short 12. We've had this stuff.
Oh no, I know, but it's still 2nd down according to the box and according to the board. So let's just go with 2nd down.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 3rd.
I think it should be, but
maybe not. Howland actually did just touch the ball and took it. No, because Stout then fumbled.
Yeah,
that should be a loss. This should be 3rd down.
Yeah, most definitely. But
if it's
well,
3rd, it's 3rd and 11. The ball is at the 33. 3rd down, 11 yards to go. 54-21 Sakis. They sure looked like they moved early. No penalty. They tried to throw to Ladner, and the Sakis are 0 for 2 on passes. 1 interception, 1 incompletion, and a fumble the other time they dropped back to pass, and it's 4th and 11.
We went from 2nd to 4th, so it was 3rd. We knew it was 3rd the whole time, just the box didn't know.
4th and 11 from the 33, and what do they go with here?
Bring Freeman back in the game. No, it's not worth it. I know.
Not wise.
Yeah, I'm aware.
11:57 to play. 54-21 advantage for the Sakis. 4th and 11 here. Double wing formation. Little razzle-dazzle halfback pass possibly. Stout under center. He's back to pass. Sets his feet. Going to throw right. He overthrows his intended target that time in Logan Howland. And it is an incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs with 11:52 to play in this contest. So they still have some work to do on the passing game to the Sakis.
Riverton will get the ball.
The 33.
On their own 33.
Yes, sir. And while they get the chains swapped around, we tell you about Steve Smith Painting for all of your painting needs, from one room to the whole house, from a fence to the entire barn or grain bin. Steve Smith Painting can do it all with quality work and affordable pricing. Call Steve Smith Painting, 248-0993. That's 217-248-0993. Just underway here in the fourth quarter, 54-21 advantage for the Sockies. Hines is back in the shotgun for Riverton. He throws to his right. That is caught by Mellenbrink. Mellenbrink looking to break a tackle. Mellenbeck.
They're going to call her roughing the passer, and I completely disagree with that call as the man was right at him as the ball was thrown.
Roughing the passer, the third of those called against the Sockies here tonight. So Mellenbeck took the ball all the way out to the 46. So that's a gain of 13 on the play, and they'll tack on another.
That'll be a first down for the Hawks.
Another 15 for that. It seemed like it was boom, boom, but maybe they said he hit him in the head. I don't know. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Socky 40. Long second half. 15 seconds into the fourth quarter. They put Williams in motion. Good to see him back out there. They'll throw it on the quick hitter to the right side to Salmon. Salmon will be wrestled down now just outside the 30 at about the 33-yard line. 7-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 3. Ball at the 33. Logan Howland in on the stop for the Sockies that time. They'll keep the clock moving as they say he did not go out of bounds. 2 receivers to the right, a single man to the left. Hines has Williams standing tall to his right. They will have a wide snap, and here come the Sockies, and Hines is wrestled down for a sack. Back at the 36-yard line. And in on the stop that time looked to be Gage Gratton. No, Wade Howland. Who else? His 4th sack of the night. Loss of 3.
Thank you.
3rd and 6, it appears. From the 36. Right back at it in the hurry up. Hines throwing right. A high ball, too high for Salmon to handle. Incomplete pass will stop the clock, brings up a 4th and 6. 11:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. Put the ball in the air, 26 times now?
Correct. That's why the game has been so long.
The clock does stop every time the ball is incomplete. 4th and 6 from the 36 for Riverton. Need to convert here for a fresh set of downs. Hines back to pass, sets his feet, heaves it downfield. He's got a man, and it is overthrown. Had his man, but overthrew him by about 2 yards. Completed. It would have been to Mellenbeck had he been able to get it. It's incomplete. Stops the clock with 10:55 to play here in the contest.
Each team has turned it over on downs in a row here now.
And the ball will be at the 36-yard line for the Sockies, their own 36.
And see, that didn't even take a minute of game time, Charlie.
No.
So.
Nope, it took 58 seconds.
Yeah. Sockies get the ball back on their own 36?
58 seconds, John.
36, Charlie, is that
36.
where the ball is. Thank you.
Name all the things you could do in 58 seconds.
It was 58 seconds of game time, so.
Could you chug a carton of milk?
It depends on how big the carton is.
Oh,
like one of those little ones that you get in at school? Yeah,
No.
I could sure do that.
Not like the big ones with your picture on the side when you went missing.
No, I haven't gone missing in a long time.
Stouts under center. Pepperidge Farms members. He takes the snap. Now, this is actually Cade Corgidon playing the quarterback now for the Sockies. They'll hand it off on the right-hand side.
And the ball comes
is loose, and Riverton has recovered. A couple of men on the ground after. Who was the ball carrier?
I'm not really sure.
Corgidon was the quarterback, and the ball is recovered by Riverton.
The ball carrier was the man that's holding his hand there, Charlie. That was Gage Gratton. So Gratton's going to gain
9 and then fumble.
Yeah.
So they'll turn it over. 10:47 to play, and this one's still a long way from over. At least 10 minutes and 47 seconds of game clock. 54-21, and Riverton takes over 1st and 10 at the Socky 45. Caught the 44. I think that's what that number is I wrote down. Two receivers wide to either side as Hines is back in action here. He gets a bad snap. He will just dive on it in the backfield. He actually had more time than he thought he did, but didn't want to take the hit that time unnecessarily. Back to the 47th. That's a loss of 9 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 19.
Loss of 9 on the play for the Hawks. It's 2nd and 19.
2nd and 19 from the 47-yard line. This time their own 47 for Riverton. 10:23 and counting in this fourth quarter. Trips right, single man wide to the left. Zach Hines, the sophomore quarterback, hands it off to Williams. No, keeps it at the last second. Good decision. He's got a big gain, the blocker out in front, and the sideline in front of him. Look at him go. Hines and the big carry. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown at Riverton. Hines, a 53-yard run on the quarterback keeper, and it's 54-27. This game is not over yet. Hines with a 53-yard run, 54-27, and Cooper will come on for the extra point attempt, I do believe. And let's see, or will they go for two? Nope, they have the block out there, so Cooper will be the kicker. Trying to make it 54-28, and this is still a game, John, with this. The ability these two teams have shown to score and give up scores. This is still a game.
Yeah.
Good hold. Kick up. Kick is good, and it's 54-28. 54-28 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 10:05 to play in the contest. Back with you after this.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
10:05 to play in this contest. 54-28 the score now, John, and it's starting to get close.
Yeah, we'll go with the
If you're the Sakis.
If you're the Sakis, you wanted to score one more time and let the clock run.
Well, if you're some of these guys that have come in, though, you got subbed into the game, got to take care of the football.
Yeah. Well, Grattan had been in the game, though. I mean, he just carried it a little carelessly that time and got knocked away as he was kind of left it behind him and had a 9-yard gain, was fighting for a 10th maybe at first down and just got knocked away.
Carrollton pulling away from Minden Unity. Q&D also with a win, 28-12. Into the third, Route led West Central 8-7 in a low-scoring game. And in this one, John, it's 54-28. Remember when these two teams played at the end of the season a couple of years ago, and it was like a 47-45 ball game or something like that? Just back and forth the whole night?
Uh-huh.
You don't remember?
Was that here when we were cold?
No, it was actually a game in Pittsfield. Here's a high kick, not extremely deep. Saki's going to come up and field it on the fly. That appears to be Marco Bowinger, I do believe, on the return here for the Sakis. Bowinger going to bounce it outside, right side, 45-40. Bowinger up the far sideline, cuts it back and is ridden out of bounds at the 30. Marco Bowinger, the sophomore, with the tremendous return. Down to the 30.
The Riverton 30.
That is right. Marco got his hands on it and found the lane.
Marco's a fast young man.
Yes, he is. Had good field vision that time. 1st and 10 here for the Sakis. At the 30-yard line of Riverton. Ball control now if you're Pittsfield. Up 54-28 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Well, Charlie, the Sakis have only attempted to pass 3 times, so that's pretty much been ball control all night.
But take care of the ball.
Yes, definitely take care of the ball. Yeah, valuing the ball is a good choice. That's good wording there, Charlie.
They'll have a I formation. Single receiver wide to the right. Cade Corgid in at quarterback. They'll hand it to Grattan. Going to give it right back to the man. He's got a big gain, and it'll be a touchdown, but it's going to be called back. Penalty flag on the field.
Going to be a hold, I would think, but after everything was passed.
Yep. Going to be a hold. Or is it not? It's going to be a face mask against Riverton, and it's going to be a touchdown. Well, sorry, Gage Grattan. I apologize, but you just ran it for a 30-yard touchdown run.
Why do I feel like we're...
Didn't seem like it was that exciting, but sorry, Gage.
I felt like you were doing the, what are you going to do next, 38 there?
30 yards 30. By Grattan. Okay. It makes it 60-28. 60 points. There won't be too many times in a Saki basketball game this year you'll see them put up 60. But if they could give up 28, I think Brad Tom might be okay with that. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, a few words, John. Not really. Here's the kick by Petty. It is blocked as the man came through the middle of the line and makes it a still 60-28 score. 9:44 to play. 60-28 Sakis. Back after this.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sakis good luck this season.
9:44 to play. 60-28 the advantage for the Sakis on top of the Riverton Hawks. Here on Central Illinois Sports.
It's a lot of points.
That it is. The Quincy High Blue Devils have won their contest tonight 74-0.
Wow, who did they play tonight?
Somebody who was not very good is my first guess.
Or they're really good, one or the other. And it's probably been a long time since Quincy High scored 74. Maybe even in a couple games. And they've been pretty good the last couple of years, but not like that. Wow.
So much for the Jairell Brock hangover effect. 70.
Well, yeah, but Jarrell Brock is fighting for a starting position on a Division I Iowa State team. So
74, John.
74 is pretty good, yeah.
They gave up 0, so pretty good defense.
Yeah, or a really bad team, one or the other. It could have been both.
Yeah, that is true. Here is Petty to kick off for the Sakis. He will pooch this one toward the right side. It's going to be on the bounce a couple of times and taken by Mellenbeck. Mellenbeck going to cut all the way across the field, and he's got a lane. Look out. They do take him down. Nice stop by J.J. Petty. At the 35 for the Sakis. North Lawndale is who QHS played tonight.
Oh.
They were better at basketball.
A few years ago. I'm not sure if they are now.
They got to be better than that.
Oh, somebody's down and injured. It's Marcus Lash. He's a 5'6" sophomore.
And they will help him off the field. And while they take an opportunity to do that, we want to remind you about Bowlers Universe. League start on Monday, folks. Contact John Stimback. Sign up today, 285-6913. Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to midnight. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to midnight. Saturday brunch starts at 10 a.m., and it is a great deal. John, do you like the big platter or the small platter?
Do I look like a small platter kind of guy?
Oh, been a large all my life, he says. On 35 is where Riverton starts this one, the 9:36 mark of the third. 1st and 10.
Now are we? Did someone take a timeout, or what's going on here?
It appears we have a timeout on the field. We will take it as well. 9:36 to play in the contest. Saki's on top, 60-28.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Well, the Sakis took a timeout after they had a pause in action for the injury as well, and we'll be back to live action in just a moment.
An injury on both sides, actually. That's why the officials ended up letting coaches come out, and then the Sakis did take a timeout too. So
we're just about ready to get back underway. It was still 9:36 to play in this game.
Be interested to see if they do charge them with that timeout.
They did.
Okay.
They signaled it. Hines is in the shotgun, trips left. Single receiver to the right, 1st and 10 from his own 35. A little bit of a slow snap. He'll hand it off to Harrison. Grattan going to wrestle him down at about the 39-yard line. A gain of 4, we'll call it, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
Sakis did not have a nose guard to start coming out off of the timeout there. The man got in there but was not able to even get down in a stance. They ran right to it, but it
appears to be Leaf Carter. He's a 6 foot, 275-pound sophomore. Leaf out there. Here's Hines in the shotgun. He's back to pass, throwing left. That is Pettit. Pettit on the catch. He is taken down out of bounds On the tackle that time for the Sockies by Camden McAllister.
yeah.
Pettit at the 45. That is a gain of 6 on the play, and it should be very close to the first, but there's a penalty on the far sideline. And I've not seen the signal yet. An illegal shift is the call. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Ball will be resting back at the 35-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to play.
Let the whole play happen before they called that.
60-28 Sockies. Here's the handoff to Harrison. Harrison's got a hole up the middle, cuts it back, and has a nice gain on the play out to the 43.
I was surprised there wasn't a penalty there, as there was a lot of motion in the backfield that time.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Be 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 yards to go from the 43. Should be just third down, I do believe.
I think that's right, yeah.
The
with
box
the penalty.
the box did have the 4th down marker up there, though. Now again to Harrison. Harrison, the fullback, he is taken down.
Just short.
Yep, near the 45. Going to be just shy of the first down. Now they're going to say he has it and move the chains.
Okay, give him 3 then.
3-yard gain by Harrison. 1st and 10 for Riverton.
20th first down of the night for Riverton.
8:14 to play in this one. Clock will start as soon as they get the chains set. They do, and they do. Harrison with 2 receivers, wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. He's got Harrison by him in the backfield as Williams went out earlier with an injury.
He has been back in the game, but I'd guess he's going to be out the rest of the night.
And now a penalty flag flies, and did somebody get off sides? No, false start against the Hawks. That'll move them back to the 41 and bring up 1st and 15.
40 yards on 5 penalties called against Riverton. Sockies with 13 called penalties for 145 yards. Too many personal fouls.
So 2nd down and 11.
They
Second
say
down
roll
and
the clock,
excuse
roll
me,
the clock,
first
roll
down.
the clock. The man's been
First
trying
down
to
and 15.
roll the
ball
clock for a
loose.
while.
Ball loose, and who's got it here? It looks like it is recovered by the running back Harrison, but his knee was down for a loss of another yard on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 16.
Harrison on the carry for a short loss.
From just inside the 40, 2nd and 16. 7:37 and the clock rolling here in the 4th. 2 men wide out, either side. Hines back to pass, looking downfield. Has his man overthrown by 5 yards. But behind the defense that time was Mr. Mellenbeck. They've got this 4 receiver core of sophomores, John, and you just have the sneaking suspicion with a sophomore quarterback that these guys are going to get some things figured out, and the next couple of years, I think, could have an opportunity to be very, very good. 2 receivers to either side. Harrison going to get the carry here. He makes one man miss as Hittner slipped off there. Now he is ridden down. He'll get back just past the original line of scrimmage out to the 47. Gain of 7 on the play.
Tackled by Luke Rubel that time.
It'll bring up a 4th down and 7 from the 47. It looks like the Hawks will bring on the punt team here. 7:07 to play, and they'll bring in Cooper to punt it. Hines has been the punter otherwise tonight. The Sockies will have Marco Ballinger back to receive the kick, along with Logan Howland. 60-28 Sockies with under 7 minutes to play. Cooper stands at his own 36-yard line. Gets a low snap, takes it off the bounce, still has time, does get it away. End-over-end kick, low one, going to be taken by one of the up men. That's Ladner. Ladner looking for some running room along the right-hand side. Makes a man miss at the 40, up 45, 50, down the Sockies sideline where he's shoved out of bounds at around the 45. Nice job by Brock Ladner on a good return. So Brock takes it to the Riverton 45, and that's where the Sockies will have it 1st and 10 with 6:32 to play. 60-28 Sockies. If you were wondering, there is a running clock rule in the IHSA, but it has to be a 40-point spread. We've never gotten to that point. It has to also come in the second half.
So it's on the Riverton 45. All right? Yes.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Would need 8 to do that right now.
Yep, that'd be a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It's still only 6:32 to play. Cade Corgett has checked in at the quarterback spot for the Sockies. He will take the snap, hand it off to the fullback. And who the Sakis got in at fullback? That appears to be Story. Story down to the 41. Gain of 4 brings up a 2nd and 6. Colton Story's had just about 3 or 4 carries tonight, but has made the most of those.
4 carries for 48 yards, a big 38-yard touchdown run in the first half.
2nd and a short 5, long 5, short 6. Easy for me to say, with 6:06 to play. 60-28 advantage for Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Under center, Corgett takes the snap, fumbles it for a second, does get the handoff to the running back. That appears to be Story once again. And Story will take it down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the Sakis with 5:34 to play. Stay tuned for the Geared Up post-game show, where we will have final stats, and John will have some analysis as well. It'll be electric. 3rd and 1. Cade Corgett, the other sophomore quarterback for the Sakis. Split backs behind him in the backfield. He barks out the signals, takes the snap. Now he's going to keep it himself on a broken play, trying to get outside, and he's taken down.
Sure looked like he got taken down by the face mask, but they're not going to call it.
Loss of 1 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down now, and 2 yards to go. From the 37, or under 5 minutes to play. Sakis look like they're going to win their season opener for the 2nd straight year. And they have a 60-28 advantage as it stands now. Corgett looks to the sideline, gets the play call, checks the armband on the left forearm to the huddle, and here come the Sakis for this 4th and 2. They're a little slow to get to the line here. Back judge is not counting yet. Under center is Corgett.
Now he is.
He takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the first back through. That's Story. He's low, and he's got the 1st down. Colton Story with a nice run inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on the play by Story. And a 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. How many on the night for the Sakis?
19th first down, 61 yards on 6 carries for Story. And Coach Petty had said in that interview the other day, Charlie, Story, not a very tall young man, and sometimes you almost miss right over top of him.
Yeah, he joked. He said, every once in a while we'll tell Colton, go ahead and stand up because he's only 5'6". And he said, oh, you were standing. But I'll tell you what, as a fullback,
it can be a huge advantage.
It's not a bad place to be.
Elijah Hoover.
Yeah, Elijah was a good one for the Sakis. That's the last time they made the playoffs, him and Devin Johnson. Now Corgett runs into the fullback in Story this time. A little tough at exchange. Now Corgett comes out of the scrum, and he's got a touchdown. Story's got a touchdown. I mean, there was a whole pile. There were 22 men standing in an area of about, 7 or 8 yards across, and Story sneaks out of there with the ball and the score.
And how many yards is that, Charlie?
Story from 29, and it's 66-28. Where did he come from?
He ran all the way through the pile. Don't fall down.
About did there, didn't
I noticed.
Man, you missed the opportunity to have that on camera. The Sakis will kick the extra point attempt. They could have gone for 2. And if they would have made it, that would have been a running clock. Instead, they'll go for the extra point try here. 66-28 the score, 3:28 left in the contest. Corgett, the holder. Petty, the kicker. Hold down, kick up. Kick appears to be good, and it is 67-28. Sakis on top of the Trash Queen scoreboard, 3:28 to play. Back with you after this.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
3:28 to play, 67-28 advantage for the Sakis.
Story with a big run there, Charlie, as the pile was all together and nobody had him stopped. I have no idea how the referees knew he was still moving forward, and all of a sudden he pops out of the back of the pile, runs in for the touchdown, and 29-yarder that time for Charlie. What is his first name? Trevor Story?
Colton.
Colton Story. There we go. Had to find him. Trevor Story plays for the Rockies, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. He plays second base for the Rockies, or shortstop, maybe. Wonder if he's a cousin of Colton. Do you think?
Probably not.
Okay.
Just guessing. Sockies look to kick off here. Petty is the kicker.
I'd make it up and say I was.
3:28 to play. Petty's kick is high in the air, and it'll be taken by the up man at about the 25. Looking for running room around the 30, 35-yard line. Man still on his feet. That appears to be Jake Gresh. Gresh will take it out to the 30, check that 41-yard line, and that's where Riverton takes over 1st and 10 with 3:19 remaining. Hawks will come out and see if they can't maybe get another one on the board here. Or will we see some second stringers in the game?
I would do that. I mean, I think that you
Looks
gain
like-
a lot more that way.
Looks like Alex Strawbridge is in the game. Strawbridge is a 164-pound senior, 5'8". And he's going to run the quarterback spot now. Trips, no, just 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Strawbridge now is in the shotgun. He will take the snap. It's a low snap. He's looking for running room, and he won't find it as he's taken down around the right-hand side and in on the stop for the Sockies that time.
It was Luke Rubel.
Was Luke Rubel again?
And how many yards did he lose there, Charlie? About
He's going to be back inside the 35 to about the 34. That's a loss of 7. 2nd and 17. 2:55 and counting in this 4th quarter. Nice job. Who'd you say that was on the tackle, Joe?
Luke Rubel.
Rubel stayed on the end, and the man came right at him. Strawbridge going to hand it off along the right-hand side. Ball carrier has a big hole and looks for some good running room. That appears to be Terrence McIntosh. And Terrence McIntosh, the 5'6", 154-pound freshman on his first touch of his career, takes it out to the 42 for a gain of 8 to bring up a 3rd and 9. So nice job by the freshman McIntosh. His first varsity carry is a nice positive gain. 3rd and 9 here. Strawbridge is in the shotgun, going to hand it off to McIntosh, looking for some running room. He will be wrestled down by Rubel at the 45, and that'll be
Give him
a gain
4.
of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 6. The Hawks will punt with just over 2 minutes to play in this contest, trailing Pittsfield 67-28.
Marco Ballinger back again.
67-28 the lead for the Sockies. As John told you, Ballinger is back deep. Cooper going to kick it away here for the Hawks.
Low snap.
The man gets his foot into it this time. Nice high end-over-end kick, and the man will call for a fair catch. And that man will be Logan Howland. Logan Howland fair catches the ball at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Sockies will start 1st and 10 at their own 26 with a $1.35 to play in this one. 67-28 Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen, we remind you again to check them out on Facebook or call 320-4320. Offering affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters for customers in Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. Sockies going to move to 1-0 on the season. And let's see if they can't keep this momentum going into week 2. That's where it stopped last year for the Sockies. It was a week 2 loss, and then it compounded into a week 3 through 9 loss as well. They finished the season 1-8. They're trying to take a step forward. And Paul Petty talked about that earlier in the week. We're just trying to take a step forward. So they did the same as they did last year and won the opener. Well, they're a minute 35 away from that anyway.
They're up 39 points.
They could kneel this one out. And I do believe.
I think they will, as long as
the referees will help them out a little bit here and probably take some time to set the ball. And the Sockies should just kneel this one out. Corgett, snap, down, knee.
he loses one.
Yep, and he'll be able to do that a couple more times, and as long as the officials help him out, they'll be able to kneel this one out, and they'll have their first win of this 2019 campaign. 67 points on the board for the Socky squad, and all of them came on the ground. Stout was 0 for 3 passing.
With an INT.
With one interception, yes. Corgid again will set up under center. He'll have to do this, should just be one more time. If they take as much time as they did this last time to set the ball. Corgid says he's looking back. They got to snap the ball here, boys. Corgid under center. He will snap it, take the knee, and that will be all she wrote in this one. And the final score in the contest is a 67-28 win for the Pittsfield Sockies. Sockies will move to 1-0 on the season. Riverton drops to 0-1, and we will take you to the Geared Up post-game show where we have final stats and more coming your way after this.
Our local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards. Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build. At Illini Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esfaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities. For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Well, John, the Sockies started the night down 14-0. Really almost before you could blink an eye, and they win this one 67-28 as they reeled off 40-plus points. Now the two teams gather at midfield for a post-game prayer, and you like to see that. A lot of good sportsmanship here tonight by both squads. And, John, a lot of rushing yards for the Sockies here tonight.
Yeah, Charlie, the Sockies finished the night with 531 total yards rushing. Led in rushing on the night by Jacob Freeman, 189 yards on 10 carries, over 18 yards per carry. 93 yards on 7 carries for Gage Grant, 90 yards on 7 carries for Colton Story. A couple touchdowns for him. 78 yards on 7 carries for Logan Howland. Let's see, Wade Howland was 66 yards on 6 carries. And then 16 yards on 1 carry for Nate Anderson and -3 yards for Cade Corgid on the night. Bobby Stout with a couple yards rushing on one keeper that he was able to get some yardage on. So 531 rushing yards. Stout was 0 for 3 with an interception passing. So 531 rushing yards, no passing yards, 531 total yards of offense. Sockies were penalized 13 times for 145 yards on penalties on the evening for them. They finished the night with 20 first downs. For the Riverton Hawks, they finished the game with 226 rushing yards, led in rushing by Zach Hines, 106 yards on 22 carries, 89 yards, 17 carries for Tyler Williams, 26 yards on 10 carries for Jordan Harrison, -7 yards on 1 carry for Alex Strawbridge, and 12 yards on 2 carries for Terrence McIntosh for 226 rushing yards. Hines on the night was 13 for 28, 46% passing, 126 yards and 2 interceptions, 226 rushing yards, 126 passing yards, 352 total yards of offense. For Riverton, they were given 20 first downs on the night, had 40 yards in penalties on 5 called penalties on the evening.
67-28, the final in this contest. John, we'll pause for a final timeout here on the Geared Up post-game show. Sockies move to 1-0 on the season. We'll wrap it up after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build. At Illini Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esfaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities.
Welcome back on the Geared Up postgame show. Final score in this contest, the Sockies a 67-28 win. Geared Up is proud to partner with local schools, businesses, and organizations for their fundraising needs. Custom apparel sales make great fundraisers, and at Geared Up, we guarantee at least 25% of all screen-printed apparel sales goes back to your fundraising efforts. Learn more at WeGearYouUp.com. John, the Sockies were geared up. Maybe not from the get-go. They got down 14-0. They very easily could have folded in this contest and allowed that Riverton momentum to keep going, but they figured it out at times on the defensive side. But man, oh man, that offensive game on the ground was potent here tonight.
Yeah, it was, Charlie. 531 total yards of rushing offense on the night, and a lot of rushes. Going to have to continue to get better on the passing game as then it gets harder from here.
Yes, it does, and the Sockies will be at home next Friday night at Glen C. Smith Field, 7 o'clock, with a pregame show at 6:30 on Central Illinois Sports. We certainly hope you can make it to cheer on the Sockies in that contest. If you can't, we'll tune in right here. We'll have all 9 games for you on Central Illinois Sports. For John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for tuning in. Sockies with a 67-28 victory over the Riverton Hawks, another Central Illinois Sports presentation.